Knick fans, welcome to another live episode of Delusional Knick Fan Network. Watch along. On today's episode, we got the Miami Heat coming into town. As Miami Heat has the sixth place, Knicks have the seventh. So this game is a vital game, even though Miami have two games up on the Knicks. We are getting it rolling here live as I turn that down. But I do want to talk about my guy, two-time All-Star Julius Randle. Congrats to Julius Randle, two-time All-Star. Of course, he's going to get that money increase because you get that little bonus in that little contract. So kudos to Julius Randle on two-time All-Star. But it definitely was a snub Knick player, my guy Jalen Brunson. That one kind of stings. That one hurts because JB has been legit for the Knicks. I believe he's the reason why we are in this category with being in the seventh spot. So kudos and crazy for that. Hughes, what's going on? Hello, my friend Nick Nation. That's what I'm talking about. Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you having you here as we pretty much get it rolling against the Miami Heat, which I believe is going to be a tough game, which I believe is going to be a crazy game. No Jalen Brunson tonight. We just found out that he is battling a illness, so that's going to be something interesting. How are we going to? But that gives Emmanuel Quickly the starting lineup, which I believe Quickly can continue to put in work. So kudos to that. But Miami, we got Jimmy Butler, who's averaging 22 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals. He will get it going. Bam Adebayo, I believe. Did Bam make it? Let me check real quick. So Bam has made it. Jaylen Brown, DeMar DeRozan, Joel Embiid, Julius Randle, Drew Holiday, and Tyrese Halliburton. So the Tyrese Halliburton situation, I do want to talk about the Tyrese Halliburton situation. I believe if it wasn't that big situation with our guy talking about a fake all-star, Halliburton wouldn't have made it. Yes, you're averaging 20 and 10. We're happy about that. But where are you at in standings? You know, that's the situation for me. Where's the Pacers at in standings? Are the Pacers winning games? The Pacers, you are 24 and 26. So there's no reason why Halliburton should be an all-star, even if he's leading the league in assists. I believe Trae Young is at 500 right now. He's playing better than Halliburton as far as stat-wise. Might not be leading the league in assists, but that's crazy. That's crazy to sit there and see that occur. But, Hugh, tell me, sir, what do you think about Julius Randle making the all-star team? Are you happy about it? What about Jalen Brunson? Would you rather have JB? You know, I'm happy we got one guy in, but I would have been elated, ecstatic if we had two guys in. Which is crazy. I truly believe I thought he was going to get through. But I guess we were wrong on that note. So like I stated, with Jalen Brunson being out, you got Emmanuel Quickly in the starting lineup. The next scenario is who's going to come off the bench and be that key role guy off the bench. That's going to be something to kind of look for. You know, the lineup of Quickly, Grimes, RJ starting, obviously Julius, and then Sims. You can switch a lot with that. You know, that's great defense all across, so that's solid. I like that. But then off the bench, is Rose playing tonight? Will we get a Derrick Rose sighting due to Brunson being out? I hope so. I truly hope so. We get Derrick Rose in because Derrick Rose can still be productive. Defensively, might be a liability. Cool. We understand that. But if you're talking about someone that can still give you buckets, someone that can still penetrate and get to the paint and dish it out and know when to pass, know when to move the ball, you bring in Derrick Rose, Tibbs. You let Derrick Rose get burned. We all know that Cam is not going to get burned. We know that. Should we bring up the situation with Tibbs tonight? I think we should. Let me play that. So for reference, it says there was a situation that came out where they said that Reddish went to one of the coaches and told the coaches how he was displeased the way he was being used in the system, the way he was being played by coach, and he felt disrespected. And apparently that got back to Tibbs, and that was the reason why Cam hasn't been playing for the Knicks and roughly around 27 to 30 DMPs. And they asked Coach Tibbs, says Tom Thibodeau on the reports that Cam Reddish went through an assistant coach to convey his displeasure with how he's being utilized. And this was Tom's response.
Nah, I mean, that stuff is, like Cam and I are fine. So I don't know where that's coming from, but I have an idea.
He said, Cam and him are fine. I don't know where that came from, but I have an idea. You have an idea. Is this coming from Clutch Sports? Cam, I believe, is representative by Clutch Sports. So is that a Clutch Sports situation? You think Clutch Sports is putting that out there? Is it Cam's people putting it out there? Who's putting it out there, Tibbs? I don't know, Tibbs. I can't believe that. I'm sorry. I don't believe that just kind of float randomly out of the air. And they should have asked, who is it? If you know who did it. Who is it? But we do want to give a kudos and a shout out to Julius Randle on making the All-Star team. This is his second time being an All-Star. Clearly with the Knicks. We are in the seventh place in the Eastern Conference. We are pretty much relevant. I should say the Knicks are relevant. And that's being shown here as Julius Randle, two-time All-Star. Sunday, February 19th, which is around the corner, guys. All-Star's around the corner. And maybe it's a good thing that Jalen Brunson didn't make the All-Star team. For him to get a rest. For him to be prepared. He's literally out tonight, so we're going to need him to be prepared for this second half of where he needs to get that jump shot going, penetration to the rack. So this is a pivotal rest time for JB. So utilize that time period. Utilize that energy to kind of get it going, I believe. But it's going to be a solid game. I don't know if the Knicks will prevail tonight. I hope they do. It's going to be tough dealing with Miami Heat. Miami Heat and their defense, I believe they're number one in defense. They're top 10 in points in the paint, just similar to the Knicks. So this is going to be a battle. It's going to be a lot of foul calls. What direction will it be called? Is it going to be called for my Knicks? Will it be called for Miami? Who knows? Thank God it's not a national televised games because, those never go the Knicks way, except for that time we did beat Cleveland and Boston. I don't know if the Cleveland game was national televised. It could have been. But we did run through those teams and fell to the Lakers, though, even though we should have won that. Well, they should have. Let's kind of dip into the standings so we can get an idea of what's transpiring with this game. You have the Miami Heat, who are 29 and 23, roughly 2 full games over the Knicks, and the Knicks is 27 and 25. We are 2 games over 500. But on our hills, if you can see, you have Washington Wizards winning 6 games straight. Even though they're still 2 games under 500, they're feeling it right now. It's a pivotal time. And you have Atlanta, who just won their game, and they are 26-26. So we need to win this game, not in order to get closer to Almighty Finesse. What it do? What's good? What it do? How you feeling tonight? Tonight's a crucial game, man. Crucial game. How are you feeling tonight? Let me see. Where's my cursor at? All right. Where's my cursor? Yeah. So we can see tonight it's a very pivotal game because, like you said, 6th spot is right there, 2 behind Miami, and you have we're pretty much look like we not getting OG. It's still early. I know a lot of teams are going for OG. It's still early. You know, I hear a lot of people putting in their stuff for OG. So it's still early. I think we still Gucci with OG. I think so. As jump ball starts, Miami wins the tips. You got Kyle Lowry being guarded by Quickly. Quickly has been inserted in the starting lineup. So this should be a battle game as you got Grimes going against Butler. Both are Thibodeau's proteges and love affair players, as it looks like Butler is going straight to work with a nice little spin move in the post to get the early basket as Miami, it is up 2-2 zip. Let's see if it'll be a lot of ball movement too, since the only ball dominant player will be Julius on the isolation. So we'll see. And the first play is an isolation play for Julius as he gets double teamed. Pass it off to RJ. RJ floater is good. Knicks are up. It is tied 2-2. Reports came out earlier today that the Raptors want young players instead of draft picks. So then, you got to throw Opie in there, Almighty. You could throw Opie in there. Deuce. I would rather players. We not playing Opie. That's 13 minutes. Remember, we stated that before. Quickly, it's we not moving quick. But as far as Opie, we might as well just move Opie and some draft picks. And then you can put that would actually help out Toronto. You can put Serge. Not Serge. What does they do? That's Julius pulls up for 3. It is good money.
3-point goal.
See, exactly. OB, Cam. They want to get rid of Cam. Might as well ship him off with to get OG. As Knicks go up 2-5. As a high pick and roll, you got Bam at the free throw line. That is cash money. 2-4. 4-5. Knicks up by 2. So yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. And even though OG rarely plays a lot of games, the stat that I was really looking about with him is how efficient he is on defending wings. As Julius pulls up for another 3, he is filling the All-Star chat. Since he's been All-Star, is he finding the rhythm? Is that an extra boost for him tonight since he got that second All-Star? As he come up with a steal, okay, Julius might be doing it tonight. Okay, Julius, step back, pump fake, give the ball up, Julius. Oh, he's telling Quickly to cut. Coming off the Grimes. Okay, Julius is going to be chucking tonight, guys. It's good pass. Dish off to Quick for the 3.
3-point goal.
I'm liking the movement, even though Julius feels like he might be trying to chuck mode tonight. I'm liking the movement. As they call a loose ball foul on Quickly. As Quickly and Randall talking about why he did not cut on that last play. But this is the energy. Look, I believe before we got Brunson, Quickly in the starting lineup would have been solid. I truly believe that. I truly believe. But the organization at Tibbs felt that he wasn't ready yet. But what's going to occur, even if we do keep him for the next couple years, he's going to get better. He's going to demand 30 minutes a game. If you got Brunson here playing that, Where he gonna get that minutes from? So it's weird. I would have loved to start Quick. Quick got a game for a starting point guard. Just need time to develop. But wait, it's weird. So how was Hero at the free throw when the loose ball foul looked like that was supposed to have been on Jimmy Butler? That's fine. As the shot is missed, quickly up the lane, getting the ball up quick, no pun intended. Pass it over to Jules. Jules pull up for the three. No good. Yeah, Jules is falling in love with those 3-pointers. Rebound by Bam Adebayo. Bam bringing the ball up. Mind you, Bam is only 6'4". 6'9", playing center and holding his own against the likes of 7-footers. That says a lot. Says a lot. That man got grown man strength. As Knicks run into their set, high pick and roll. You got R.J. Barrett on the ISO against Bam. They switched over. You got R.J. being guarded by, good pass by R.J. Dish it over to Quick. Quick in the point. Julius back up for three at the buzzer. Julius is filling it with 3-pointers made already. All his attempts are 3-pointers. As he's 3 for 4. That is not a foul. Sims. See, this is my issue with Sims. I love Sims, guys. Sims need to learn how to stay on the floor off of pump fakes. Off of pump fakes. But you have Tyler Hero being guarded by R.J. Barrett. That's have been the talks since they've been, drafted on their parent team, that who's better. Even though Hero got the bag before R.J., everyone was doing that comparison. Who was better? At a point in time, I thought, Tyler Hero, because of that jump shot. Jump shots is pivotal in the NBA. And RJ had to gradually work on that. But RJ's better overall from his defense and scoring. So, be mindful of that. As Bam misses the second free throw, it is 8-14 as Julius bring the ball up. He's being double-teamed, dish off it to Quick. Quick being guarded by Martin. Passed over to Jules. Julius being guarded by Butler. Misses the shot. Back up to Quick. Quickly with the rebound. Gets to the rack. Lay-in. Quickly literally grabbed the rebound from top of the key 3-point line and was still able to penetrate all the way to the rack as we look at my man Cam Reddish on the bench. Maybe Cam gets some minutes tonight. I don't know. Maybe Cam gets it going. Cam might get some burn tonight. That'll be something, right? That'll be something. Right now, Knicks are up 16-8. It's a good first quarter. I like a first quarter like this. So you're moving and grooving. Can't complain about this first quarter. With Julius coming out hot, 3 for 4 for 3-pointer. He got to chill with the 3-point jackups, though. I'm not going to lie. For 9 points, he do have 2 assists and 2 rebounds. Sims has a personal foul in the rebound. R.J. Barrett with a bucket. He's 1 for 1, but he also has 2 assists. So you got ball movement. It's so crazy. You got ball movement without Brunson in the lineup. Ultimately, you have Quickly going 2 for 2, 1 for 1 from 3, 1 rebound, 1 assist with 5 points. And I don't want people to sit there and say life without Brunson. This is what we could have had, even though I did say that earlier. But yeah, that's something to look into, man. My guy Brunson being out, he can rest. We know that. We know that Quickly can man the team, who can run the team. So let's see what Quickly have tonight. Or will Opie get more minutes? Is there a place for Opie to get more minutes? Will they go small since Bam is 6'9"? We all know Tibbs is probably not, but it's an opportunity. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. It's endless with Dylan with Tibbs, but we all know he's straightforward, so that's probably not going to happen. He's probably, especially if Julius has it going tonight, we're not going to see Obi get a good amount of minutes, especially if he could be potentially in this this trade, because the Knicks going to make a trade. If it's for Cam to get out or something, Knicks are going to make a trade. I believe that. And if Cam does not get traded and he's still here, will they buy him out for him and do him justice, where we can buy him out and he can go to a team where he wants to go to? That could be an option. I might be up for that. You know, to send him on his way, do something good for him. Who knows? Who knows? As they talk about the reserves, Julius Randle, DeMar DeRozan. I didn't think DeMar DeRozan was going to make it. I got to look at where they at in their standings. That's ridiculous. As you got Jimmy Butler being guarded by Grimes. You got Bam. Oh, they're going to call a second foul on Sims. 2 early fouls on Sims. Will they keep Sims in? And Sims look like he's taller than Bam. It could be the fro. Oh, yep. Look, he's young. I would have kept Sims in as Hartenstein comes in. Hartenstein gonna get some minutes right now. Should be productive. That's a solid 7-footer, but I don't know if his mobility is good to kind of deal with Bam, as Julius is being guarded by Bam right now. Julius brings the ball up, now being guarded by, who is that? That is Kyle Lowry. Okay, Kyle. You look a slimmer over there. As RJ gets to the rack, layup. Knicks are up by 10 on my end. As you got Jimmy Butler being guarded by Grimes. Jimmy Butler gets to the middle of the rack, pass it off to, that is a rebound by Butler. Pass it off to Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero is open. That is good. As quickly bringing the ball up. Let's see. Who's quickly being guarded by? Quickly is guarded by Martin. Martin back over to Julius. Julius pass over to RJ. RJ for 3. That is no good. Rebounds by Sims. Dish off to Quick. Quick pump fake. Side step. Misses the 3. As the ball go out of bounds. That would have been a good shot right there. We needed that bucket. As it's saying that Miami is dead last in 3-point percentage. That's crazy. Let's go. You got Kyle Lowry at the top being guarded by Quick. You got Martin. Misses the 3-pointer. Rebound by Quick. Quick is getting to the top of the key. Being guarded by Bam. Bam just guards everybody. Butler being guarded by Randle. Randle step back perimeter jump shot. No good. As rebound by Tyler Hero. Hero being guarded by Grimes. Hero passes us into the paint. Ball is stolen. Picked up by RJ. You have a 3-man fast break. Randle got blocked by Martin. What a fantastic block. I can't even lie. As a 3-point shot missed. Rebound by RJ. Julius attacks the basket. Gets the foul. He is fouled. That was a phenomenal block right there. Look at that block by Martin. Mind you, Martin is roughly, 6'6". He stayed with it, jumped up, blocked him. That's a solid block. That is a solid block. I wonder if they put that up. Matter of fact, let's see. Let me jump over to MSG to see what they got going. They might play some of this Julius Randle. That's fine. We'll look at that later on. As Tyro Hill will go to the bench. Knicks are up 11-19 with Julius Randle at the free throw line. Wow, they are playing Udonis Haslem. why? What is going on? That they were utilizing the OG. That's crazy. Udonis hasn't been in the league for a long time, guys. With that same team as Julius Randle knocks down both free throws. Ball being brought up by Kyle Lowry. Scores 11 to 20. Jimmy Butler at the top of the key off a high pick and roll. Being switched over by Grimes. He gets to the rack, throws it up. Oh, Jimmy Butler looked like he got hit in the face. You got a fast break opportunity. Dish it over to RJ. RJ for three. No good because he was not set. He caught the ball behind him as you have two Miami players in the backcourt for a pass. Jimmy Butler takes it over to RJ's. No good as he tried to flop on that play. That was a flop. You could tell that's a flop. Pass it over to Grimes. Grimes had no bungees on that attempt, but he still lays it up. Knicks are up by 11. 5 for 18 from the field goals for the Knicks. 4 for 10 from Miami as a high pick and roll with Udonis Haslem and Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry pulls for three. It's no good as a rebound by RJ Barrett. Wow, maybe my Knicks will be able to solidify a dub tonight. Jaska, what do you think about the All-Star picks? How do I feel about the All-Star picks? Hold on, let's switch over to that so we can look at it if I move from it. I believe I did move from the All-Star pick selection. But so I would love for Jalen Brunson to make it. But I'm happy that we got the Knicks got a player in for Julius Randle. I saw that DeMar DeRozan made it. Kudos to DeMar DeRozan. But looking at the standings for the Chicago Bulls, they're in 11th. So I don't think he should have made it, even though he's putting up great numbers. You know, Trae Young is literally in the 8th spot. He should have made it, but he didn't. They made Drew Holiday, even though Milwaukee is in the 2nd place, but Drew Holiday. We like Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday played phenomenal defense, but I don't think Drew Holiday should have been an all-star. His numbers are not better than, quite a few guys that didn't make it. But I'm not mad. Overall, I still thought it was good, but that happens every year. Every year a player's not going to make it. So it's just part of the NBA. But I feel good about it. With Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum making it. Giannis, of course. No James Harden, though. That was crazy. Not to get a James Harden. That was something I was not expecting. I was not. As Grimes goes to the rack, misses the layup, but tipping by Hartenstein as is 13 to 24. Jaska, but welcome. Appreciate you joining. Like and subscribe while you're here. We truly appreciate that. As you have Kyle Lowry missing the 3-pointer. Let me see. Keep that up over there. You said James got snubbed. Which James are you? Oh, yeah, James Harden. Yes. 100%. Yeah, that was questionable. I love James Harden game. Is it the draw dropping numbers that he used to put together when he was in Houston? No, because he was kind of by himself in Houston as much. Now you have the main guy who is Joel Embiid, and where they at in standings as well, too. It's not like they're low. They're 3rd in standings. They have an identical record as Milwaukee. So to put Drew Holiday over James on that one as well, that's a little hard to believe. But like it says, the NBA, these things occur. As the Knicks are playing great defense, 13 to 25. Julius Randle bringing the ball up. Got a high pick and roll with Hartenstein, stolen by Jimmy Butler. Butler goes to the Euro rack, misses the layup, but a rebound. And okay, so we look like Evan Fournier is getting a shot as a
3-point goal.
shot is made by Grimes. Look like Grimes might get his groove back tonight with defending Jimmy Butler as well as knocking down the three-pointer. As you have some unknown Miami players in the game, let's see. You have a Highsmith, a G. Vincent, and you have Struts in the game. As Gabe Vincent comes in. Knicks are running their set as it is 17-28 at the top of the key. Dished off to Evan Fournier. So it looked like Fournier will be getting those minutes as Grimes misses a three. Would I wanted Fournier in this lineup? Probably not. But it's good to see somebody else in there. Could have been Derrick Rose. As Gabe Vincent pull up for the 26-footer, knocks it down. And they are going on a run as it is 20-8. Was an 11-point league. It's down to 8-point lead. You got to keep an eye on Miami. Miami's they still a scrappy, solid team. They play defense, and I guess once you lock up, it's a possibility you can bring in some buckets and kind of bring the game back. So we got to be mindful. So how's everybody doing on their Thursday? They announced the starters and the bench reserves for the All-Star. How we feeling about that? Are we upset that there's no Jalen Brunson? Are we happy that Julius got put in? How are we feeling? How are we feeling with that? Let's see. Chat is a little quiet tonight. But that is all good. That is all love. Do want to talk about the Bam. Not the Bam Adebayo. The OG Anunoby trade scenarios and situations. I believe it's still up in the air. Even though we're hearing that some more teams are jumping in the race. We gotta see about OG. Solid defender, could knock out 3-pointers, can score. Is that a route that the Knicks can go? Because the issue with OG is he's gonna ask for money later on down in the season. So do we have enough money to pay OG? He's going to want money. You got to pay quickly. You just paid Barrett. Are you going to move Barrett eventually? Like, what is the organization going to do if we do go for this guy? I believe he only has, one more year under contract. Then he's going to has an opt-out. So $17 million is good for 1 year. That's fine. Then what you going to do with the following year? Is that money off the books? Do you let him walk? Do you get him to trade him? Do you get him and then you trade RJ? Do you trade Quickly later on because Quickly is going to need an extension? What are you going to do? I don't even think the Knicks know what they're going to do. That's the funny part. I don't even think the Knicks know what they want to do. As it looks like we're going to continue with this first quarter. Knicks are up by 8. As Quickly was inserted in the starting lineup. I believe Quickly is still in the game with 5 points. He is 2 for 3, 1 for 2 for 3. Julius Randle starting the game out hot with 12 points. So maybe Julius, this is a 40-point game for Julius. Or maybe he cools off. As Obi Toppin enters the game. So Julius Randle gets a early benching with a minute. Well, technically that is early because he used to play the whole quarter. As Obi Toppin comes in, look like Miami is running a zone as a rebound by Struts. So Miami bench look like they have pure shooters, nothing but guys that likes to shoot. As Tyler Hero gets to the rack, he makes it 22-28. That's poor defense, and he's being guarded by R.J. Barrett. So they go on a 7-0 run with 7 minutes. Just quickly pulls up for 3. That is a bad shot, quick. What are your expectations for the Knicks this year? Playoffs. Playoffs. That's literally it. We make the playoffs, whether it's via play-in or we get a 6 seed. Either way, I think the Knicks makes the playoffs. Depending on who we match up with, depending on what trades or what scenarios, as an offensive foul is called on Opie Toppin on Hartenstein. So it's just really playoffs. Because it's weird. So the Knicks can go on a run, then we lose games. We go on another run, then we lose games. So we're definitely not a stable team. So my expectations are not high. If we make some drastic trades, let's say to randomly get a superstar as possible, that second round will be phenomenal. You give me a second round, I'm losing my mind. I will literally lose my mind if we get a second round. We win a first round, I'm cheering from the highest mountains, honestly, because it's tough. Like even if the Knicks make it to the playoffs with the 6th seed, you're gonna have to play a 3rd seed. That's a top team, So for us to remotely, so the best spot would be because the 4 and 5 play each other. So get that. 4 or 5 play each other. So kind of get that 4th or 5th seed, because those could balance out. But from the 3, if you're the 6th, 7th, and 8th, you're playing top teams. You're legit playing 1, 2, and the 3 best teams in the Eastern. So who knows? Unless these Knicks can do what we did last time when we went to the finals from the 8th seed. They beat the number 1 seed, which I don't think we're capable of doing. But you have people around the league saying that you can see the Knicks winning a series, like I said, depending on the matchups. But then since we're talking about the matchups, let's go over the standings, all right? What matchups make sense, right? We could beat Cleveland in probably a series. That's the team that I've seen we've beaten, right? The series right now, we played the Cleveland three games. We won 2 to their 1. That's the series I feel comfortable with. The Brooklyn Nets, I don't feel comfortable playing the Brooklyn Nets. Philadelphia 76ers, I don't feel comfortable playing the Sixers. They probably will run on us like crazy. Who else? Milwaukee Bucks, don't want to see the Bucks. Now the Celtics. I'm 50-50 with the Celtics. Because the Celtics can either blow us out, or we can win 2 games, or we can win 4 games. So as weird as it sounds, the Celtics, who are the number 1 team, the best team in the NBA. Exactly. Cavs is pretty much the favorable. So that's why I was saying getting that 4th or 5th seed will be awesome if they stayed where they're at, or if they move up to 4th and we can move up to 5th. I'll take that series. But everybody else, man, it's a tough one. It's definitely a tough. But one thing I realized, anything is possible in the NBA. Anything is possible in the NBA. An injury could occur to Boston. Not to say I don't want that to happen, but Marcus Smart was out the last time we played Boston and we won. Mitchell Robinson has been out and teams are beating us. Most of the teams that the Knicks have beaten, a lot of their players were out. So that's pretty much with that. Canal, what it do, brother? Welcome to the chat. As the game is underway, definitely hit the like button. Appreciate you being here. Let's keep it rolling. Salute, peace, God. Definitely. As Struz pull up for the 3. Oh, man, look, Miami is making the run. Definitely making a run, 25-28. As Opie Toppin is in the game. We got to get Opie featured in this offense. The way you utilize Julius, why we can't utilize Opie the same way, or run high pick and rolls with Opie and Quick, like on some Steve Nash and Amari type mode, and have your shooters spaced out on the side. That's so weird. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely. But it's 25-29 as RJ knocks down a free throw. Now, what free throw was that? Was that a charge? As Opie gets the inbound pass. So you see Deuce is still in the rotation. I would have loved for that to have been as Opie pulls up for the three. That's looking heavy. Rebound by Hartenstein. Pass over to Opie. Opie said, I am jacking, as he pump fakes it over to RJ. I don't mind. Be aggressive, because you definitely don't be getting the ball. So be aggressive. Be aggressive. Tom is not a real head coach. He's a good assistant. Thoughts? Connect. I've said that on numerous occasions, my brother. I know you know basketball, just off that comment alone. 100%. 100%. Tom Thibodeau's greatest achievement was a championship on Doc Rivers' staff as an assistant head coach. When he went to the finals with the Knicks, it was a defensive head coach, but he was an assistant head coach under Van Gundy. So Tibbs as a coach, for us right now, it's outdated. 100% it's outdated. He, like, for some apparent reason, I don't know why he don't run advanced sets. Do he assume that the players that we got, IQ is not up to par with we can? As Miami, as Bam hits the jump shots, 27-29. It's crazy. As Barrett misses the shot, there's a call fouled on Bam. It's ridiculous. Yes. Tibbs can turn a bad team around. Let's say if you got a team that's been in the gutter for years, he will come in, he will implement structure, he will get on your team, he will make them play defensively sound. Right? And they will literally go from a 10 winning season to might win 35-40 the next year. We happy he did that for my Knicks. But now we need someone to come in and pull a Steve Kerr. The same thing that happened with Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson came in, turned Golden State around. They had the players there. They had certain things. All they did was bring in Steve Kerr. So Steve Kerr sprinkled some of that championshipness, and we off the race. And that's what Golden State did. Granted, Golden State had top 10 players. John, what it do, my brother? What's going on, bruv? Definitely let's go Knicks. Hopefully we could get it going, but we had the lead by 11, but Miami is pulling back though. As RJ Barrett knocks down both free throws, 27-30. Miami's up. High pick and roll. We got Hero for the three. No good rebounds by Fournier. Sounds like a good rebuild, coach. Not a winning coach. You said it best. It's out your words. I don't want Tibbs coming after me. He's still our coach at the moment, but that's my opinion. I truly believe the same thing. He'd be a great rebuilding coach, someone to come in, implement that. I honestly think the Knicks may win a championship this season. John, I like you, John. I like you, John. I love you, John. How, Sway? I might, as Fournier pulls open for 3-pointer, that's a wide open three, as it a turnover, as a shot clock violation. 27-30, Miami is coming back. John, from your mouth to God's ear, to his ability, to the NBA gods, to keep that rolling. Well, you got to tell me, John, what do you see from your perspective? Because I need to see it from your perspective. Why do you feel that way? As Bam is being guarded by Hartenstein, easy fadeaway as Miami brings the game within one. See, I'm sorry. For Tibbs to be a solid coach, you see that Deuce doesn't got it right now. I would have sent Deuce to the G League, let him get his stroke back. I would have gave these minutes to Derrick Rose right now. There's not no crazy point guard that's on the opposing end that you would need Deuce to guard defensively like crazy. So you bring Derrick Rose in. You see that this team is not scoring right now. You bring Derrick Rose in as Miami take the league as they get to the rack. Or did it take the lead? No, 31-32, excuse me. As Miami gets to the rack. So it's little coaching situations like that for me. Since I think the coach and the players, they are showing some great characters, and I just think, why not? Okay. So yes, we are showing great characters with Brunson. We're seeing Brunson coming here, taking over games, being great, being amazing. You have RJ's rejuvenating year, 2-time All-Star, as he's just been called as an All-Star. But you have certain plays, for instance, the game against the Lakers, to win the game, we have 4 seconds left on the play. Tibbs draw up a play, right? The play in which he said has 3 actions. But when you look at the replay, Julius Randle got double teamed. And it's like, what actions besides him getting doubled, and then he could have passed the ball out to Brunson for the 3, who's wide open, but he didn't do that. So it's the coach drawing the play, the players being receptive and believing in the play and running that play. Ultimately, it looked like Julius was against that play. So they need to build that. Because remember, that was an issue with Boston as Bam Adebayo just threw it on Evan Fournier. Yeah, get Evan Fournier up out of here as Miami takes the lead 33-32. Look at Evan Fournier just getting banged on. That's Hartenstein. So that's Hartenstein problem. He just let Bam Adebayo get by off a head fake. That's crazy. And I like Tibbs. I truly do like Tibbs. His mindset with certain players as a referee for that game against the Lakers was very sus. It definitely was. I'm happy I wasn't the only one that saw it, but it definitely was suspect. But it's the NBA. It's, you can't really rely on the refs as much. But yeah, definitely. As Bam Adebayo knocks down the second free throw, it's 34-32. So the Knicks were up by 11. This second quarter has been all Miami. As Miami scored 12 points in the second quarter, the Knicks only scored 4. So what is Evan Fournier doing? As he's looking staggered in the corner. RJ for the pull-up. That's no good. Rebound by RJ. Dish over to Opie. Opie pump fakes to Quickly dish out to Evan Fournier. Fournier for 3. In and out. And it's good. 3-point basket made by Evan Fournier. Knicks take the lead by 1, 34-35. You got Tyler Hesbrough on the pick and roll. Stolen by RJ. RJ got Opie on the fast break. Will he pass it? He will not. As Evan Fournier gets the ball, as RJ almost turns it over. Gave the ball up to Quickly. Quickly gets to the paint. Loses the basketball. It's a turnover. Miami ball. So, yeah. Optimistic. Maybe I could be optimistic after the All-Star break to see where we land, where we go. As Miami has 6 turnovers, as well as the Knicks. Still an early game. As you have Tyler Hesbrough coming off of the set, getting to the rack, passing it over to Struts. Who's that just pulled the 3 just now? Max Struts hit the 3 as Miami go back up by 2, 37-35. So, yeah, Miami bench really pretty much brought Miami back in this game. And it's surprisingly, we did not see, as Fournier misses the shot, we haven't seen our Randle back in the game yet. As Barrett finally goes to the rack, my man Cam on the bench looking stressed. And we got a Mitchell Robinson sighting with a, forgot what happened to his finger injury. As the ball stolen in the paint by Hartenstein. Dished over to Bam. Bam to the rack. Timeout might be needed, Tibbs. As Miami go up by 4, 39-35 as a timeout is called. Oh, maybe Tibbs do listen. Maybe Tibbs do listen as we go to the Let me see. How many minutes left into the half? We got 7 minutes left. 39-35. A key stat about the Knicks. When the Knicks are leading at the half, we win about 80% of those games. When we're trailing at the half, we lose. Roughly, what they said, I think it's about 90% of the time. So we either up at the half and get the W, or we're down at the half and get the loss. So, as I pull up my laptop, double check I don't get no, my job didn't send no emails. So I still got to work. So yeah, talk to me. How are we feeling? How are we looking about tonight's game? Knicks are up. Knicks are down by 4, 39-35. How are we feeling about Jalen Brunson on the All-Star snub? Which, that was surprising to me. Even though Julius Randle has been putting up crazy numbers. He has been putting up legit all-star numbers, much deserved. I would have wanted JB in there, man. Jalen Brunson would have been solid. And to make history with having 2 Knicks players on the all-star team. And it dawned on me that this is the NBA we talking about. They're not going to allow 2 Knicks players to be in the all-star game. What's your favorite Knicks team? You got the 2013 or 2014 Melo's career. He was the leading scorer with 28 that year. Was it 28? Yeah, I think it was 28. When we went to the second round, we had the second best record in the East. It's good times right there. So that's a good Knicks year. It's a good Knicks year. So my Knicks year. My Knicks year will probably have to be, since I'm now a Miami Heat fan and also a Knicks fan. No, that's good, John. You know, Miami, where you reside at? Are you in Miami? Because I'm like, how could you be a Heat fan? You know, I didn't think there was Heat fans outside of Miami. But they're solid. They're solid. But let me see. My Knicks year. So Amari came in 2010. I believe we got Raymond Felton that year. So I want to say the 2010, 2011 when we had Danilo Gallinari, we had Amari, we had Wilson Chandler, we had Raymond Felton. That was I like that year. 2013, 2014 was the best Knicks year. I can't lie. Or it could be Julius Randle led Knicks. I don't know. That's a good question though. I wish I was a basketball player. It must be pretty good, but I think I'm too small. Trust me, you can't be too small. You got AI with 6 feet playing basketball. You got Quentin Grimes grabbing a ball, attacking the paint, no call fouls, lay basket for Quentin Grimes. So I'm basing it. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember. Yes, John. Yes, you based out of UK. Yes. I forgot about that. Wait, so the UK, they don't really play? He said, sorry, I lived in Miami for 15 years, had respect, but stayed with my team. Nah, that's love. That's love. And trust me, I love Miami. I'm down in Miami all the time for work, down there for Art Basel and everything, as Evan Fournier jacks up a 3 and misses it 39-37. As Bam is fouled by Fournier. Fournier has just kind of been stinking it up right now. Let's look at Evan Fournier's stats right now. Evan Fournier, where are you at, good sir? Evan Fournier is 1 for 5, 1 for 4. He has a rebound, assist, 2 personal fouls. He only has 3 points. You telling me Cam couldn't give you better numbers than this, Tibbs? And you cannot say, I don't want people to sit there and say, well, he's not playing because he's on a trading block. Fournier's on a trading block. He's still getting minutes. So, I don't know. I don't know about that aspect. As Udonis Haslam is really playing minutes tonight. That's I feel like that's disrespect to my Knicks. This OG getting minutes as Jimmy Butler inbounds the basketball. You got a high pick and roll. Struts come off the three. That's cash. So Struts has been killing for the 3-pointers right now. 42-37. Literally, the Knicks only scored 9 points in this half as Julius Randle is back into the game. Maybe Julius is the only guy giving us buckets tonight as R.J. Barrett posting up Struts, get to the rack, but he is fouled. Says the UK don't really play basketball. Football, yes, I believe football 100%, yeah. Football, that's, man, you might have to change that, but I'm trying to think. But I can see that. I can see that. You know, I can definitely see that. Because I know, like, you know, Tony Parker, he came from, you know, France, so they got the French national team that's killing over there. You know, Frank Ntilikina. So it's. But you're right though. You're 100% right. You don't really see too much basketball being played like that. Even though there's certain Euro teams that's phenomenal. You know, Barcelona, things of that nature. That's kind of spread out. You know, it's not particularly in your area. But basketball is a well-rounded sport around the world. As Miami is going zone, Julius Randle pulls up for the three. No good. Thought it was a rebound by Sims, but he did not hold it down. This should be a winnable game, but my Knicks, for some apparent reason, just don't have the offensive flow. Like, they don't play together. Look at the ball movement that Miami is doing right now. Like, they're giving the ball up. Even though they're missing shots, they're still moving the basketball. As it's 42-37. Evan Fournier blames bad games on terrible steak he ate. Shit, but then he's eating steak a little too much then. He's definitely eating steak a little too much. Blaming on the bad steak. That's funny. As Miami is going zone and it's taking my Knicks out of the rhythm right now. He stated that in Sports Illustrated. Probably. As there we go quickly for three. Bringing the game within 2, 40-42, 3 minutes. Technically 3 minutes and 50 seconds left till the half. So all it is I just think, just go get us a coach that's going to move the ball and run sets. I get the defense is a main aspect for a coach, but our offense just don't look good. And sometimes good offense can help out on defense because everybody's getting the ball. Everybody's happy about touching the ball. That they'd be reluctant to play good defense. As Julius Randle throws the ball off. Who was he trying to pass that to? That is ridiculous. Julius Randle started out hot and cooling off. He is 3 for 9 right now. He's still shooting 50% from 3. So got to lay off the red meat. 100%. 100%. 100%. It's getting that filet mignon all the time. As the Knicks are down by 4, 44-40. Miami bringing the ball up. You got Tyler Hero coming off the pick and roll. Passes it off to Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry being guarded by RJ. Kyle Lowry gets to the paint, passes the ball. Look at this ball movement off the screen. Kyle Lowry pulls for 3. That's no good. Rebounds by Quickly. Let's quickly give it up to Julius. Julius gets to the rack. He's double teamed, dished off. He's calling for it back, being guarded by Lowry. RJ gets to the rack. Trotter throws the foul. They call an offensive foul. Yeah, we do not have it going tonight, Knicks guys. I don't know, guys. Am I jumping the gun on this one? But I don't think Tibbs is going to last a full year if we continue to play like this. The ball is not moving. It's looking stagnant. Um, they're not being receptive to certain plays he draw up. RJ got mad that he got benched. The team is looking bad. Will the organization make that move? I don't know. They should. I'm saying they should. Would it happen? I don't know. Even though Leon Rose and Tom Thibodeau has been buddies for years, and Leon brought in Tibbs, it gets to a point of time where something has to happen. Like looking at their offensive sets, looking at the movement, looking at certain players, like the offense is stagnant. What are we doing on the offensive end? Like seriously, what are we doing on the offensive end? Julius just gets the ball, throw it up whenever he wants to. It's just not consistent for me. It's not consistent ball movement. When you look at teams like Milwaukee Bucks, that even though Giannis dominates the ball, they have a point guard that knows how to move the basketball, which I think Jalen Brunson could do, so that's not an issue. But they move the ball, then they have shooting. Then Giannis find players because he know these guys are make a shot, or he'll pass it off to Grayson Allen to shoot a three, or he'll pass it off to Bobby Portis in the post. He knows these sets. What do we have besides Julius Randle on the wing or Jalen Brunson going ISO? Or you have Quentin Grimes hitting a corner three, which happens occasionally, but someone has to give him that basketball. So that's only going to be 2 or 3 times a game. And then you have Quickly who comes in, and Quickly just takes over games himself because he's aggressive as being a guard. So what plays are being run? I don't know. As Knicks are down by 4. Manuel Quickly as a starter is averaging 20 points, 45% from the field, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. That's solid numbers. That's numbers similar to Jalen Brunson, right? And Jalen Brunson is a starter. So I think Quickly would have been a starter. We could have saved that money and gotten some other players. But I'm still happy we got JB. I don't want to sound, ungrateful. As you got you got Sims being guarded by Udonis Haslem. You got Grimes on Jimmy Butler. Butler off the spinoff. No good. Rebounds by Haslem. Pick and roll. You got Jimmy Butler on Sims. Pass it off to UW. UW for the jump shot. No good. Yeah, you could tell he ain't. That's the OG shooting that shot. As Quickly blow past him. Dips it off to Sims. Sims, no good. Rebounds by Julius Randle. Good rebound as the Knicks bring it in within 2. That was a sloppy play, guys. That was very sloppy. Very sloppy. You got Hero pulling off a pin down. No good. In and out. Dished off to Quickly. Quickly bringing the ball up. As looked like RJ want the ball being guarded by Laurie. Miami playing great defense and making sure they do not get the basketball. As a pick and roll, Grimes get to the basket. No good, but a foul is called late. But Grimes is attacking the paint lately. We like this aggressiveness on attacking the paint. Make the 3, Grimes. That's all I'm saying. Make the 3-pointer. I'm happy you attacking. I'm happy you getting to the rack. Just make that 3-pointer. That'll be solid. As Grimes knocked down the first 3 throw. What trades would you like to see from the Knicks? Jaska. Let's jump to it. For me, I need the Knicks to go and get OG Anunoby first. All right, go get OG. You give up Obi Toppin and Cam Reddish, or Obi Toppin and maybe some draft picks to go and get that, right? So you go and get OG. Then you have to trade RJ Sorry, guys. You trade RJ and you give up Derrick Rose and multiple draft picks, and it has to be another player, and you go get me Zach LaVine out of Chicago. So you bring Zach LaVine and OG. I'm good. And then, of course, you bring in Carmelo to bring him off the bench because we going to need somebody to play forward and or small forward. So I would probably do that. I'll probably do that. Would it work? I don't know. But I'll probably do that. Because Zach LaVine, his ability to shoot 3-pointers, and he's a 20-point player. You know, his percentage and everything is better than RJ at the moment. He's more athletic. Is he an Iron Man like RJ? Meaning, does he play a lot of games compared to RJ? No. You know, he's always going to have an ankle injury here or a wrist injury here. But I would still do it. I would still do it. The fact that the spacing, that man shoots threes with ease. And then you bring in OG who plays defense, who can shoot the three, who is top of the league in defense. I'll do that. I would go get OG and I would go get Zach LaVine. And then you could go and get some veterans to play on your bench. You know, there's veterans around that you could go and get, you know, a second round draft pick to go get me a veteran. You're gonna need some veterans to help guide you, and put you in a situation where they're teaching you the game. And the funny thing is, if I do make that trade, I would keep Tibbs, but Tibbs is gonna have to be my assistant coach. You go get me Emeka Udoka, so he could run that offense. He's a part of winning culture, right? He was winning in San Antonio. He was winning in Boston. So you make that move. I would make those Knicks trades. I would go get Zach LaVine and I would go get OG. Both. I'll go all out on both. All these draft picks. Unfortunately, you gotta move Opie. And there's a possibility you gotta move quick. But I would do that. And then of course getting rid of Rose would hurt because I'm a huge advocate for Rose. But I would go and do that. As the game continues, Knicks are tied it up at 46 apiece. On my end, rebound by Julius Randle. Randle bringing the ball up, gets to the rack, and one for Julius Randle as he gets to the crowd that these guys can't hold him. 46-48. Knicks are back up with 41 seconds left. So, hey, maybe the Knicks get the lead going into the half. You know, our chances of winning going into the half are pretty solid. But I do not see a foul on that play, though. That's a iffy call by refs. But I'll take it. Julius Randle goes to the line. Let's see. As Julius makes the free throw, it is 49-46. Let's go. Let's get some defense going. Julius Randle with 17 points, high pick and roll. As no foul is called. As Kyle Lowry shoots the three, no good. Rebound by Martin. Back up by Lowry. Might have to keep this defense going. As Martin pulls up for the three, no good. Rebounds at Grimes. As Julius down to the rack. Score is 46-51 on my end as Julius gets the dunk. Let's go. Got that defense going as you have Bam Adebayo at the top of the key. Being guarded by Sims. Bam on the ISO. He's triple, pull up, jump shot. It's cash with 0.3 seconds left on the clock. And it is halftime. Knicks are up by 3, 48-51. I'll take it. Halftime show is on the way. And what do we want to look at? We want to look at some Twitter. I want to see what is going around on Twitter Nation. As we have Obi Muse. I like to kind of follow Obi Muse over here on Twitter. It says Obi Muse, Jalen Brunson, 30-point games over the years. So it was 3 years in the league from 2019 to 2021. Obi only had 3 30-point games. Then, of course, in 11 games this season in 1 year with the Knicks, JB has 11 30-point games. 11. JB, he's definitely it's definitely the reason why we remotely are in here. But there's some other stuff over here. We got the All-Star snub team would make a tough All-Star team, which is crazy. 100%. So you have Atlanta's very own. Let me see if I try to make it huge. Pause. All right, so I might have to leave it like that. Or can I bring it here? This might be better. And let me move the scoreboard. So you have Trae Young. Let me see. Yep, no, even that big is crazy. All right, so we got Trae Young, who's probably averaging over 28. Anthony Edwards out west. That's tough. He's been balling, but I don't believe the T-Wolves have a solid record. For Jimmy Butler to not be on it, you can't have two people in Miami, as Miami is literally, well, they're crazy. They have the 6th seed, so then it only makes sense for them to have one. So I can't really see Jimmy Butler as a snub, as Bam Adebayo has been their key player guy. So that makes sense. Now, to Toronto Raptors, they're in a losing team right now. So Siakam, even though he's playing well, don't make sense to have Siakam in there. Anthony Davis street clothes, so he should not even be in this category for being a snub as an all-star. But James Harden definitely was iffy on that. I believe James Harden should be an all-star. The Sacramento Kings, I believe, are 4th in the West. And I believe because the West is just kind of trash. Let me see. Sacramento, they are 3rd in the West. Excuse me. 29 and 21. Wow. Maybe they should have 2 players with that. Look at Sacramento. Maybe they should have 2 players with them being 3rd in the West. Oh, damn. He might get coach for the year if they continue to ball like that. And Jalen Brunson. We don't know how I feel about Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson definitely got snubbed on that. So that's crazy to that. But how we feel in chat about this all-star team that was put together? I do want to shout out the Liberty, though. The Liberty going to be solid next year. You got Breanna Stewart. You got Jones. You got Sabrina. You got Lacey. I am 100% going to more Liberty games this year. 100%. 100%. Let's bring it back to over here. Let's pull up the chat to see what we dealing with. It says, remember when the world was the East was soft and LeBron was running things? 100%. 100%. They said the East, first of all, had been like that for years. The West had dominant team. I remember one year there was a Western team that didn't make the playoffs because they were in the 9th spot and they had over 50 wins. I forgot what Western team was that. And this is why they kind of made it to consideration of doing the play-in, because you have certain teams out west, and it used to be like that a lot. A lot of Western teams will have winning records and don't make the playoffs because the West was always solid. Now look at the West. You know, because a lot of key players left the West. Remember, you had Durant out in Seattle. You had Durant out in Thunder. Pretty much you had the whole Thunder roster. You had Russ, you had KD, and you had Harden all in the West. Where they at now? Well, Russ went back to the West, but he was in the East. You have James in the East, and you have KD in the East. You know, who else? Who else left the West to come to the East? But that's the thing, you know, guys are leaving. They were leaving the West because it was too competitive. They came over to the East, and now the East is a competitive thing. Oh yeah, that Thunder team was a cheat code, but they were young. That's why they didn't prevail. They were young, so I get why they didn't go through. They were young. They just didn't prevail. So that's understandable. That is understandable. Well, they made it to the finals. They made it to the finals. Just couldn't get it done. Yeah, even with just Russ and KD, 100%. But then that's when the Golden State dynasty was created. Golden State just got it rolling at that time. Said, "Excuse me, KD, that's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen." So, hey, I'm actually happy KD's out in Brooklyn. It was good for a New York team to get a parade. Period. I was hoping it could have been my Mets last year. But yeah, New York needs the parade. Even though I'm a Knicks fan, let's get that straight. I'm a Knicks fan. But I do acknowledge the Brooklyn Nets as a championship contender team, and if they do make the finals, I will be looking from afar. Let's bring up some stats right now. I wanted to see, do I have the stats up here? Let me see. Box score. Let's bring up the box score. So Miami is not really. Oh man, the Rangers. So I was hoping the Rangers too could have done it when we made it to the playoffs. As we made it to the second round. I forgot who we lost to in the second round though. With the Rangers, but it was a solid run for the Rangers as well. I messed with the Rangers. So for me, I like the Rangers, but I only watch hockey during the playoffs because that's when it's very competitive, very high scoring games. Sometimes it's every possession feels electric. But every now and then I'll watch some highlights or watch through. But I'm about to say, you know a lot about these New York teams, Jessica. Where are you? Are you based out of New York? Where art thou? Where art thou? But yeah, let's talk about these stats. Let me bring it up on a bigger screen right now. Jimmy Butler, 3 for 8. That's not bad. Holding him for 6 points in the first quarter. Bam Adebayo is the person that I believe we need to stop. He is 5 for 6. He gets to the line with ease. He's efficient on all levels. He don't really shoot threes that much, but he's going to kill around the basket and get to the free throw line. So I'm starting the second half. I might go with Hartenstein on Bam just to bring that length. Oh, you got the Aussie, mate. What is going on? Okay. Appreciate you rocking with me. Man, what time is it? What time is it in Australia? Got some, my man is all the way from the Aussie. Like that. Appreciate you being here. Is that pronounced Brisbane? We might have to look that up. All right, whenever me and the wife make that trip, we out there. I might have to hit you up. Show me a good time. But nice. Matter of fact, who is my Andrew Bogut, one of the top Aussie players? You got what's the name from Brooklyn Nets? What is the shooter name? That's my guy too. I know he's I want to say Ben Simmons, right? Ben Simmons is good. It's 11 a.m. Oh, so it's bright and early. Nice, nice. Man, so y'all get NBA games early in the morning. Patty Mills. See, of course I know you know. Of course I know you know. But isn't Ben Simmons as well? Wasn't he Australian born? I think Ben Simmons was Australia born and came to the States though. But yeah, Patty Mills, great shooter. Great guy. I actually wanted Patty Mills on my Knicks when he was a free agent. Ultimately, he signed with the Nets. So, shout out to Patty Mills. So Kyle Lowry also going to work. Yeah, Ben Simmons and Kyrie also. Kyrie, because I believe his father was playing overseas, right? For Kyrie. Think his father was playing overseas. So look, chat, that's history right there. That's history. Know your history in basketball. You know, it's not all about you know, how these guys play now. Just know history about these players. These are human beings. So this is worldwide. You got to learn about every aspect of the player. So you can have conversations like this. Now I think he was born in a military base. His pops was in the military. Okay, I thought his father played basketball. But look, that's good. See, you learn every day. Thank you. Yeah, so back to the game. The reason why I believe we are kind of behind on this game right now for me is the attack in the paint from Miami. You know, they're getting to the rack kind of with ease with their defensive sets. You know, their three-point shooting is not really killing us as much because it's only Max Strutz that's really killing us. Gabe only hit 1. Max hit 3. Tyler Hero hit 1. So 5 for 15. That's good with me. It's only 33%. Free throws, that's okay. We're doing solid on the offensive end. I want to compare that to the Knicks to see how we're being rebound. And let's bring up the Knicks stats real quick. Right off the bat, we can see it's the scoring. You know, Miami had multiple players in double figures. Well, it's looking like it's only 2 really, but they have more players score than us. We literally only have Julius with 19, RJ with 10, 9 by Grimes, which is solid. Grimes is getting to the rack. Quickly with 8 off of those 2 threes that he made. Hartenstein, this is supposed to be the Hartenstein game. Hartenstein is supposed to be a game. You're 1 for 3, sir. Even though you do have 3 rebounds. 6 rebounds, 3 offensive, 3 defensive. Come on, get this rolling, Knicks. Get this rolling. You sit Deuce down. You bring in Derrick Rose. You see you're slacking for defense. Don't even play Evan Fournier. Oh yeah, we getting OG. I'm telling you, we getting OG. We have up until next week. You know, they're listening to the trades. We're gonna get OG. Why? We could get Obi Toppin, right? You give them Obi Toppin. Obi could play there 4. That means you bring over Siakam could play the 3. You know, you could run that pick and roll with Obi. Obi's know how to run the floor. Obi can shoot the 3, and Obi's cheap right now, right? But then, of course, you got to make the money match. So you were saying you could throw Cam in there. I don't know if I want to throw Cam in there as of yet. I want to save Cam for the Zach LaVine trade, even though you told me on numerous occasions don't do that. But I might have to pull a James Dolan and Vito that don't do that and probably do that. There are 6 to 7 other teams that want OG. I know. I saw. This is Masai Ujiri we talking about. He loves draft picks. Regardless of what he's saying, he loves draft picks. Why? Because they draft well. You can utilize that as trade bait for otherwise. Do that trade. Do the trade. Or if you want to surprise people, even though I wanted to save the RJ Barrett trade for the Zach LaVine, you could send Barrett out there. That's a player that you got that could guarantee you give you 20 points. He's the native Canadian. You know, I don't think people will be disappointed if we send RJ out there. But the RJ though over there though, he might take over Toronto. Like he would probably try to put. Yeah, no, yeah, we're definitely interested in Zach as the game is back and rolling. Yes, the game is back and rolling. Let's get this. As Johnny Bryan is talking about what the Knicks need to do to get back on the lead, it's definitely not what Julius Randle just did as he faced up and pulled a crazy 3-point shot. As Tyler Hero gets to the rack with ease, stopped by Sims. Sims is being guarded by Martin now. Dished over to Bam. Bam passes over to Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry back to Bam in the post, being guarded by Grimes. Looks like, whoa, that was no foul. The ref called the foul. There was no foul. There was no foul. I could see RJ driving in Toronto. I can too. He could be the man of the six. Look, he traveled. Nobody fouled this man. Nobody fouled him, man. I could definitely see RJ. Mind you, RJ haven't lived in Toronto since he was a child, in a sense. Like, because once he started balling and getting good, you know, they sent him to the States to ball out here. Rebound by RJ. I believe RJ went to high school and stuff out here and college out here. So as RJ gets to the rack, no call. Back up. It is 48-53. This is going to be a slow game. It's going to be a slow game. The Knicks need to start running some offense, man, so it can remotely look good. But it's not. It's not looking good right now. As Miami pulls up for three, no good by Martin. Rebound by R.J. Barrett. R.J. Barrett passes the ball to Julius Randle on the wing. R.J. dishes off to Grimes. Grimes pull up for a tough three. Bounces off the rebound a couple times. Rebound by Tyler Hero. As he pulls up for the long three-pointer, no good. Tap out by Jimmy Butler. Dish it up to Martin. Martin pulls up for three, no good. Look like everybody is going to the bank tonight as we are missing. You got RJ posting up. Kyle Lowry does a double spin off. That's a good basket for RJ as the Knicks are starting to get it going with 4 early baskets here. As Jimmy Butler posting up Grimes. No good. Julius Randle falls on his tail. Loose ball foul. Called against the Knicks. Wow. As Randle falls on his backside. Okay. Loose ball foul is Knicks basketball. Okay, that makes sense. It's crazy. Knicks are up as we speak right now. Looks like they made another basket, but as you know, my tablet is a little behind. Ah, man, Julius fell on his tailbone. As the Knicks run their sets, you have RJ being set a screen by Sims. A switch occurred. RJ's being guarded by Tyler Hero. RJ looked like he's going straight to the rack. Spin off move and one by RJ Barrett. Tough spin off on Tyler Hero. Looked like RJ is taking this challenge. He heard everyone talking about the RJ Barrett Tyler Hero situation in comparison. As RJ dribble between his legs, go through the spin move, layup basket as RJ is starting to get it rolling with 17 points. He is 7 for 15. He hasn't made a 3. He's 0 for 4. But he has 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and 17 points as he's get it going against the Miami Heat. As Miami goes into their high pick and roll set, rebound by Julius Randle. Randle passes it off to Quickly back over to Grimes. Grimes almost turned it over, give it back to Quick. As Quick gets the pick and roll with Julius Randle. Double pick and roll. Passes out to Julius, who's guarded by 4 seconds left. Julius Randle pull-up jump shot. It is good. Tough defense from Jimmy Butler. But he knocks it as the Knicks go up by 12 to start the fourth quarter. As Coach Tibbs come out to talk to Julius to probably tell him, pass the damn ball. But, Julius is never going to do that. But let's go. We're taking that two-time All-Star Julius Randle with 21 points, 7 for 14, so he's 50%. But he's 3 for 7 from 3, which is over 40. So, let's get it rolling tonight. I'm glad that Julius has found his game tonight because he was nowhere against that Laker game as I wanted him to. But we'll take these points. We take these games as we can get them. But, yeah, so we got trade deadline this next week. I will be either putting out a video of who I think the Knicks should go for as far as a trade, or should I do a live trade scenario? That I don't know yet. Oh, I just might do both. I got to figure out how my next week is looking. But I could probably go live that Thursday to figure out what occurs every day. But it's a long time because I believe the trade deadline is done by like 3 o'clock, or it starts at 3 one particular time. I think it's done by 3. So I don't know. We'll see what transpires. Right now, we are talking Knicks basketball. Knicks are currently in the 7th place at 27-25. Looking how the Heat play and how we playing against the Heat. If we had Jalen Brunson, we probably win this game with ease. Just by how it's looking. We're up now, and it doesn't feel like a tough challenge game. So how's the Heat been spanking people? I don't know. But, I'll take a win if we get it tonight. Because Lord knows we got a crazy lineup coming up of, teams that we play. Just kind of looking at the schedule now. You got the Clippers on Saturday. You have the Sixers on Sunday. So you got the Clippers and the Sixers on a back-to-back. That's no good. If I can... Oh, excuse me. This one here. Okay, maybe it's not going to pull up. But yeah, we have the Clippers. You have the Sixers. Then, of course, it gets okay with the Magics. But then we have the Sixers again. So you have the Sixers twice within the week. Then you have the Utah Jazz. I don't know. It's going to be tough. But Knicks, we can prevail one game at a time. That's the mindset. As the Miami Heat goes through their set, they run a high pick and roll with Bam and Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero gets to the left side of the basket. Pull-up jump shot, no good. Tipped out of bounds by Bam. Knicks basketball. See, that's what I like to see. Knicks playing defense. They getting into it. Because if I was an NBA player, right, and I know a certain team is running a set, I'm going to try to memorize these sets, memorize these players. So when I'm in position, I know how to defend. These guys know how to defend. Are the Knicks doing their homework? Are the players doing their homework? As RJ Barrett is being double teamed, and they pass the ball out very quickly. Quick is on the ISO. Gets to the paint, misses it, rebound by Miami. Miami bringing the ball up. He loses this off his foot. Knicks basketball. As the score is 48-60. Appreciate you guys rocking with me in the chat as we talk Knicks basketball. 48-60, 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Hopefully we hold on to it. RJ Barrett with a high pick and roll as Barrett needs to feed the post because he had Sims, but no, RJ Barrett wanted to take it on the ISO as he get to the rack. So the Heat have not scored yet in this second half. Oh yeah. Yes. I do hoop on my spare time. I haven't played ball in a while because of pretty much work, traveling for work, or I create my contact here. And then I spend time. But the summertime, That's when I unveil the rope, the cape, and I get to work. So yes, I love playing basketball. I am a good player. I can't say I'm an elite ball player because then you would have been in the league. But let's just say I done tore ACL. I done had my meniscus torn from playing basketball, from playing in these leagues in New York. 6 feet, mind you, 6 feet that could dunk. My jump shot is pure. I love shooting. I worked on that my entire life as Miami knocks down a three. Yeah, nah, that's what I do, man. This my love of basketball, pretty much. I got some problems for you here. You got some problems for me. I'm gonna have to come out. About to say, do I gotta pull up? Do I gotta pull up some videos? I might have to pull up some videos. Might have to pull up some videos. McLaughlin Park, where is that? So for me, my areas that I ball out a lot is West 4th or Wingate Park. That's not too far. Marine Park. That's pretty much out in Marine Parkway. Or I'm out in Dean Park. That's over there by downtown Brooklyn. Brooklyn Bridge Park, Dumbo. I'll be at Dumbo. Then in the city, like I said, is the West 4th, Riverbank State Park. That's over like 138. So it's quite a few parks that I do that. But Laughlin sounds familiar. Tillery, of course, Tillery. Tillery, that's right by the bridge, so 100%. Fiberglass snapback backboards, I'm there. Then they got the pull-up court on the other side. So, yeah, Tillery. I mess with Tillery. I had some good games at Tillery, mind you. Definitely had some good games at Tillery. I can't lie. Damn, how can I forget about Tillery, though? You know why? Because I've been going to Brooklyn Bridge more than I've been going to Tillery. But Tillery been having some good runs. Definitely. And Tillery's not too far from Dean, from Bergen Park, too. So, probably should definitely go ride the bike down there as well. Wow. But Knicks getting it rolling right now in the second half. We're holding Miami to 8 third quarter points. Knicks rolling up 13. We playing in 95-degree heat with 80% humidity. That ain't nothing but a thing. You know, look at all of this melanin I got on me. This is look, I wasn't this black from birth. He said it's summer now. I hear you. Shoot, I got this dark from balling in the park, summer heat, baking with the street water. So it's gonna be mad cold tomorrow and Saturday. It's always break out here. It's always break. But that never stopped us for ball. Well, when I was younger, we used to ball in the winter, snow on the floor, clear the court out there balling in lawn johns, you know, but balling out, yeah, that 95-degree heat though. Hopefully I got a little ornament over there to block that sun out. That's crazy though. I don't know if my body could take that now. Me being 33. I don't know if I could take that now. But 22-year-old me to like 28-year-old me, I'm down. I am down. But yeah, we might have to make that trip out of Aussie and bring the ball gear out. I'm about to say, don't let me do that. I got all my ball kicks are still ready. They still good. I'll bring out the Kyries. Marine Park. Oh yeah, of course. Marine Park is tons of runs out there. Tons of runs. As it is 56-64 Knicks right now. Julius Randle being guarded by Jimmy Butler. He gets around him. Pull-up jump shot is too strong. No good. Rebound by Martin. I'm telling you, almighty finesse, man. We gonna have to ball this summer. We're gonna have to ball as Tyler Hero comes around, knocks down a 3. As Miami is making a run as they go 9-0. Man, I haven't been to KP in like forever. My wife takes my daughter there all the time, but I personally haven't been to KP in a while. In a while, bro. Definitely haven't been to KP in a while. But it's funny, they had this Aviator. Have you been to Aviator? That's like further past KP, and they got that little gym over there. I've been to Aviator before. That's solid. As the Knicks go on a fast break, bucket made by Quentin Grimes. It is 66-59 on my end. As Martin pulls up for another three. That is 4 straight threes from Miami. As it's 66-62. Yeah, Miami has been knocking down nothing but 3-pointers as they get back into the game. As it's 66-62. Julius Randle being guarded by Martin on the post. A slide step. Wow, they said it's turnover. Knicks basketball. Haven't been to Aviator? Yeah, Aviator's solid, though. They got nice couple courts over there. Got rock climbing and all that stuff in there, so it's just dope. It's dope. Let's see. So it says Martin. Oh, yeah, they said the ball bounced off of Julius Randle's knee, so that is a turnover on Julius Randle. Butler come around the screen. Pass it off to Bam. Bam, hook shot. That's good. Butler, no good. Look like Butler's having a tough night tonight. Butler with only 6 points, 3 for 11. As RJ's dribbling the ball between his legs. Pass it off to Julius. Julius pulls for 3. No good. Bounce off the top. As it is a kick ball. And it's Knicks basketball rebound. I might check it out. You said, it's not too far from KP, so it's going further up. So you know where the golf course is over there. It's past the that shrimp place that's over there, and it's called Aviator. As it is wide open, but it's definitely on the left side. Yeah, like going towards the Belt Parkway on Flatbush Ave. As you got Jimmy Butler at the top of the key being guarded by Grimes, 62-66. Miami's running their sets as they get Jimmy Butler isolated on Grimes. Jimmy Butler with the spin off. Grimes is on him, passed over to Bam. Bam, easy jump shot for Bam. That's cash money. As Miami bring it in within 2. As Julius Randle comes back over. Julius Randle is doing too much. He turns the ball over. RJ for 3. That is no good. Rebound by Martin. Okay, look like Miami is feeling something right now. As they get to the paint. Pass over to Martin. Martin over to Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry shoots a 3. You got to pay to get in? Yeah, you definitely got to pay to get in. Yeah. You got to pay to get in. Matter of fact, almighty finesse. Let me see if you legit true OG and true bowler, right? There was a gym in Flatbush, right, called Hoopland over on Glenwood. Please tell me. They closed down, obviously. Please tell me you bowled in Hoopland. If you tell me you bowled in Hoopland, you solidify. When I start bringing out my Delusional Knicks fan tees, I'm going to send one to you if you know about Hoopland. Oh, man, I forgot how much it was. Last time I've been there had to have been like 2 years ago. So I totally forgot the price. But Knicks are down 167-66 as they just kind of let Miami get whatever they want in the paint. That's ridiculous. Miami's literally swishing addition. Get into the rack easily. We're contesting the 3-pointers just fine. That's fine. But we usually do better in the paint. And I guess that's what occurs when Mitch, it is out. Never hooped that. Never hooped there. Okay. But you heard of it, though. It's the cut. Have you heard of Hoopland? Oh, man. Hoopland was where you had to, you're balling. You played that Hoopland. And I mean, we used to be in Hoopland night and day. Like you had to pay $10 to get in Hoopland. Then they had a time slot. Um, and we used to go in the morning time slot and the afternoon time slot. So we used to play the, $20 the ball, and we used to be there all day. Hoopland had tons of basketball hoops. They had an official size NBA regulated court when you first walk in. It was solid. That was a solid gym. It was just bad management why that didn't continue. But let's do it. Knicks are still down by 1. Jimmy Butler just turned the ball over. So I'm familiar with the Manhattan Beach. Yes. I haven't played over there. As Butler gets to the rack, bucket is good. As Miami goes up by 3. I would love to open something like that here. That'd be solid. That's not a bad idea. Like you stated, there's a lot of, get you your own court, your own gym. People will come out there as an and-1 for Hartenstein. That's something that I'm eventually going to work on as well. Because I have guys, one of my best friend, who coaches AAU and stuff like that or whatever, and they travel, and I'm like, yo, they've been solid for us to, and we all grew up around Flatbush over here, for us to recreate that hoopland, to put our resources together and stuff and do that. So once I get things kind of rolling and operate, I'm gonna definitely open up that. You probably know Brighton Beach and Coney. Oh, of course. It's funny. My nephew right now lives out in Coney. So I go out there. I teach him how to play. Not too far from Lincoln High School, where the great, Sebastian Telfair, Stephon Marbury went, Lance Stevenson. So, of course. So, for me, I went to high school at Paul Robeson. And I played on the Robeson team. So, we played all those guys. Jefferson High School. We played Transit Tech. We played my senior year. We played Lincoln because we just got into the A1 division. Oh yeah, Coney lit. Oh, definitely lit during the summer. It's definitely hot out there too in the summer, but it's definitely lit. I usually take my daughter to the aquarium out there, so it's solid. It is solid. As the Knicks take the lead with these free throws from Evan Fournier. It is 71-69. Yes, it is. Literally right back on the side. Then it's another. I want to say it's another high school. All I want to say is that one too. And both of them got that. As Knicks grab the rebound. What is going on, nephew? How are you doing? Speaking of the devil, there's my nephew right there who's out in Coney Island. As Deuce finally knocks it down. Deuce finally knocks down a 3-point shot. Knicks go on an 8-0 run. Grady, that's what it is. So it's Grady. Grady High School is the school that's not too far from Lincoln. So, yeah. About to say, you know your schools. As Knicks run their set, Knicks go on a run. Pass it over to Grimes. Grimes for back-to-back 3 by Knicks. Knicks knock down another 3-pointer. Knicks go on a run, 11-0 run in the last minute as it is 69-77. Knicks are finally finding a rotation. Why? They put shooters around Julius Randle and space the court, and you get great results. As Deuce is playing great defense, Udonis has him pull up for the 3. No good by Julius. So look at this lineup right now. You have Hartenstein. You have Hartenstein. You have Deuce. Wait. What's going on, Knicks? As it's a turnover. Pardon me. Let's see. Oh, Julius Randle double dribble. as they turn the ball over with 7 seconds left on the clock. Give it over to Tyler Hero to Max Strutz. Max Strutz just knocks down the 3. That is horrible. That's horrible time management from the Knicks as Evan Fournier pulls up the 3-pointer from half court. It's no good, but the Knicks are up 77-72. Let's go. I'll take this. We go into the fourth quarter. How are we feeling, Knicks team, about this fourth quarter? It's going to be iffy, but I'm down. I'm down. Tyler Hero with 15, who is leading the Miami Heat. You have Vincent with 5, Max Strutz with 14, but on the Knicks end, you have Julius Randle with 21, Grimes with 14, holding it down. Thomas Jefferson high school basketball team was nice. They were nice back in the day. I'm not going to lie. Thomas Jefferson was nice. Crazy story. We had a fight against Thomas Jefferson. You can look it up. 2007, there was a big fight between Thomas Jefferson and Paul Robeson High School, to where our seasons got banned from that big brawl. So it's a crazy, crazy year. But yeah, shout out to Thomas Jeff. Shout out to Jeff. Yeah, Shamori Ponds. Yeah. Man, I tell you, it was good times during that time period. You don't really hear too much about New York high school basketball players like that. Too tough. You don't really see them guys putting up 50 and 30 like how it was on a normal back in those days. A lot of the New York ball players are leaving New York and heading to like Baltimore or heading down to North Carolina. Which I don't blame them. Sometimes it's better programs down there. But that's that's New York basketball for you guys. New York basketball history. I want to bring up not the standings. Let's look at, where did I put the stats? Stats right now. So the Knicks are rolling. RJ Barrett with 21. You got Julius Randle with 21. RJ Barrett with 50%, 9 for 18. Julius Randle with 41%. Oh, Lance was more than nasty. Lance was giving everybody problems. I remember the first game we played against Lance Stevenson, man. He dropped 40 on our guys. Is Baltimore known for good colleges? Not colleges, but they do have like high school programs that are pretty good. As far as colleges, I'm not for sure regarding colleges. Not really. As Max Strutz come off the curl. Strutz, pardon me, air ball. Because I know Rudy Gay is from Baltimore. You got Kevin Durant, that's from the D.C. area. Melo was raised in Baltimore. But these guys, they went to different colleges. KD went to Texas. Rudy Gay went to UConn. Melo went to Syracuse. So, 3-point goal by Opie Toppin as the Knicks go up by 8, 72-80. Let's go Knicks. This is what we need right now. This is the momentum in the fourth quarter as Miami knocks down the open 3-pointer by Haywood. Who is Haywood Highsmith? As they bring it within 5. As the Knicks run their set with a lineup of Deuce, Hartenstein, Opie Toppin, Fournier, and RJ Barrett. This is a crazy lineup as they try to give the ball. As Miami tried to pull up for another 3, that is no good. We got another family in here. What it do? Mothman, what it do? As Hartenstein gets fouled, as he goes to the rack, 75-80, he goes to the line. Now, forgive me, but who are you stating when you say, what is that? Murray Kell? What is that? What is that? As Hartenstein right now, 5 points, 9 rebounds, as he misses the free throw. Mothman, talk to me. What are you stating? What are you stating? How was your night or day, evening, afternoon, wherever you reside? Hope all is well, as my Knicks are kind of getting it rolling right now. 75-81 as Bam is fouled by Hartenstein. We bet the Celtics, or we beat the Celtics and compete with the good teams. Yep, and then we slow down with the with the opposing teams. Dude, Bernard King went to Fort Hamilton High School. So the crazy thing about that, Fort Hamilton is technically Paul Robeson. Yes, he did. Bernard King, he went to school with my uncles. They were on the team together. That's a funny stat. But yes. But flounder on the bad team. Yes, yeah, and it's the Knicks, right? The Knicks, they love to play up and down to the team. It's always up and down. It's time to show up against the number 1 teams, number 2 teams. Then of course we'd play a number 7 team and didn't want to play horrible. But Miami's above us, so we need to ball. We need to ball tonight. Just so that we can inch a little closer. Let me see. If we get another 30-point score, I think we can level up 100%. As Deuce knocks down another 3. Sunset Park, yes. I balled that Sunset Park, yes. 100%. 100%. As Bam knocks down the jump shot. I even balled at St. James Park out in Crown Heights. I balled over there. That's literally right across the street from my school. So I hoop there. As Evan Fournier for 3, thinking the Knicks was trying to go back-to-back on the 3s, as R.J. Barrett knocks down the point. So now, this is an interesting lineup that the Knicks are going with right now. I don't think we have seen this lineup with Deuce, as Tyler Hero get to the rack. So you have Deuce. You have R.J. Barrett, Opie Toppin, Hartenstein, and Evan Fournier on the floor right now. I don't think we've seen this lineup this season. And these guys are playing well. Opie Toppin off the turnaround, spin jump shot by Opie, looking smooth. That's how you're supposed to use Opie Toppin. I'm sorry, guys. I got a little excited because Opie made a dope move. As Miami is running their sets, we are clogged all on Bam. Bam passes it out. Give it out to Vincent. Vincent pull up for the deep 3. No good. Rebound by Fournier. Fournier give it up to Toppin. Opie Toppin has been revitalized by this second unit that surprised the mess out of everybody as the Knicks go up at 9. Let's go. I am intrigued by this lineup only because Deuce McBride is making baskets. The ball is moving. They're playing defense, which is crazy. Opie Toppin instantly just came in and scored 5 points off the riff. Let's go. Toppin is popping. Toppin is popping. It's weird. Tibbs is weird. I'm gonna tell you how weird Tibbs is. Tibbs can literally utilize so many different options with the players that he have, but he doesn't mix it up. But then he just randomly out the blue start mixing it up. Opie improving his trade value. Yo, let me tell you about Opie. Opie can literally. He can go to a team right now and average 20 points easily. Easily. This is a guy that can shoot from the mid-range. He can shoot from 3. He's half athleticism. He can catch and shoot. The only issue with Obi is his back to the basket game. We haven't really seen his back to the basket game. His face-up game, you haven't really seen that to a certain extent, but we believe he can do that. Of course, Obi from Bushwick. Yes, I used to live out in Bushwick too, on Jefferson Ave. I was all over Brooklyn. Not really. I was born and lived in Flatbush for a little bit. Then when I was a teenager, we moved out to Bushwick on Jefferson Ave. Was out there for a little bit. Went to Halsey. Obi Toppin is a superstar. He is on a terrible team. On a terrible team. So, and like I said, I'm about to give y'all a delusional take right now. I will move Julius Randle and keep Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin is a more team friendly player who can score without the basket. He can score with the basket. He doesn't demand the ball in his hands. So this can allow Jalen Brunson to be that man. This allowed Jalen Brunson to take over, pick and roll with Opie. I mean, that's just me. That's just me. For me, I appreciate team basketball. For me, I appreciate ball movement. I like that. A la Milwaukee, a la San Antonio, a la Golden State. Even look at Sacramento, a great example. Look at Sacramento right now, guys. Sacramento got the right coaching. He was under Steve Kerr. Saw how the ball move. He got him a couple players to shoot jump shots. Got him a player that plays similar to Julius Randle, and they rolling. Why we can't roll like how the Sacramento Kings are rolling? We got the similar assets. They got a player, point guard that's averaging 20 and 6. Same thing with Knicks. You got a forward that's averaging over 20 and 10. It's the same thing. Like, what's going on? As a 24-second shot clock rolled through, let me see. Toppin is a 25 or 10. Obi don't grab rebounds, though. Obi don't grab rebounds. So Obi could give you 25, but it's going to be 25 or 8. It'll be 25 or 8. Who would I trade for Randle? Shit. So for me, that Randle trade would probably be, because the money, like you said, I don't think Toronto would take him. So maybe Chicago would take him. I would do the Zach LaVine as RJ gets to the rack, no good. Rebound by Hartenstein, that is a brick. Maybe I'll do that. When Carmelo scored for us fans would complain. Well, that's because, the Melo issue was Melo was doing what Julius was doing. He would get the ball in the post dribble, kind of like not moving the ball and stuff. And even Melo realized that later in his career. Like he always wanted the ball. As McBride is having a solid game. The bench is alive. Deuce is 100% from the field tonight. 3 for 3 from the field. 2 for 2 from 3 with 8 points. This is what I'm talking about, Deuce. Do your thing. Do your thing, 21. Do your thing. I like Brunson. I truly do. Brunson, he has just literally my thoughts on Brunson was like, cool. We got somebody that, I saw him down in Dallas putting in work in the playoffs. Let's see what happens when he come here. And that man has been nothing short but spectacular. Nothing short of spectacular. Like, everything I imagined for us to have in a point guard, this man can do it. He can shoot the three. His dribble penetration is crazy. Nah, Deuce is killing tonight right now. Look at Deuce stats. Did they take Deuce out? Yeah, they took Deuce out, though. But Deuce was 100% from the field. He was knocking down his threes. Brunson looks better than he did with them. Oh, yeah. They didn't give him this opportunity, and it's all about opportunities. It's all about opportunities. As Knicks Knicks are moving the ball. Look at the ball movement going on with the Knicks. Yeah, Brunson has positivity. Oh, yes, positivity surprised me 100%. As Bam Adebayo goes to the rack. Knicks are moving the ball with this lineup. Maybe we have a set as Bam goes to work. Easy basket. Yeah, that's easy. Yeah, Hartenstein cannot stay with Bam Adebayo as it is 85-92. And look at this. With 6 minutes left on the clock, no Julius Randle, as the lineup is Grimes, Barrett, Quickly, Hartenstein, and Opie. As Quick forces it up, get to the rack, and he had Opie in the corner. No bueno on that. Oh, yeah, two more years. If Brunson continue to score at the rate he's doing now in 2 more years, 100% superstar. 100% superstar. As Bam misses that, Toppin for the rebound. Let's see how many rebounds Obi Toppin got. Obi Toppin has 2 rebounds. As RJ gets to the rack, it is 85-94 on my end. As Jimmy Butler bringing the ball up. It's a close game. It's a close game. I don't think Miami's going to let this lead slip no further than 9 points. But we are rolling as Tyler Hero gets to the pull-up jump shot mid-range, and it is cash. 87-94. Miami's trying to bring this game back. You got quickly off the high pick and roll with Hartenstein. Hartenstein with the dribble handoff on a double. Passes that over. Give it over to RJ on the corner. RJ's attack. You know, once RJ's attack, it's hard for him to stop as he misses the layup. RJ got to learn how to... Oh, we got to stop basketball. As no foul is called. Rebound by Jimmy Butler. You got Tyler Hero gets to the rack with ease. Lays it up. As Tom Thibodeau calls timeout. As the Heat is bringing the score down 89-94. Let's go. Let's see what Brunson looks like a superstar. Yeah, 100%. You saw that, right? He definitely did. No call on that one. It's foul. It's like I said. Sometimes you can't leave the calls in the ref's hand. We can't leave the calls into the ref's hand. But Knicks are holding the lead. But had that been the Knicks, he said all 4 of the refs would have definitely been offensive. Yeah, man, that's just how it crumbles, though. And I do believe that the league can put something out on, Dylan Brooks is wilding. What's going on with Dylan Brooks? I see it's 87-98 Memphis and Cleveland. Is he hacking? Is he fouling? Did he get into a fight? What's going on with Dylan Brooks? Let's see. Dylan Brooks is trending. Let's go on Twitter. Okay, hold on. We gonna have to pull this up. Let's see. Oh, we got a scrapple going on. We're gonna pause that. We're gonna mute that. So, Donovan Mitchell threw the ball at him and threw some hands at him. Oh, we're gonna have some suspensions going on here, guys. We are going to have some suspensions. Look at that. Honestly, I don't know. Y'all think that's Dylan Brooks, though? That looked like that could have been Donovan. Let's see. He gets to the rack. No call for the block. He grabs the ball. Oh, look. What, did he punch him in the sack? It looked like he punched him in the sack, maybe. Then got dropped. I don't know. That goes both ways. And they still going. So what's going on, guys? You got the coach in there getting. Why the the coach is aggressive right there. Look at coach. Look at that. Dylan Brooks, you about to get ejected. Had that been Carmelo, he would have. Oh, we all know about Melo. It's funny, Melo two-pieced Marty Collins at the Garden. I remember that like it was yesterday. That's crazy. Okay, back to the game though. Good stuff though. Good stuff. I don't condone the violence. But every now and then you gotta get aggressive in the NBA. You gotta get aggressive. I can't give him the benefit of the doubt. True. Remember he fought Nate. Yep, I was there. Oh yeah, Brooke. I mean, but that's his game. He plays defense, so you gotta be aggressive. I guess he's trying to be aggressive and be known in the league as a defender. But who knows? Who knows? As the Knicks have the ball, as Quickly gets to the paint, spin around jump shot, give it over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein back to Quickly back to Hartenstein as he missed the layup, get into the rack. As Miami's trying to get to the paint, floated by Heroes missed. Who got the rebound? It looked like it's a jump ball called. No, they call a timeout. Wow, that's a bad call. That's a bad call. My brother Mel, what it do, sir? Mel said he hate Brooks. I don't know. He talks a lot of mess, but I believe his game is kind of backing it up this year. I mean, I think. Is he scoring like 20 points per game for them right now? As they call a jump ball for the Knicks. I might have to look that up though. I don't know if he's scoring let me see. And their team is good. Let's look for Dylan Brooks real quick. Dylan Brooks is 6'6". He's averaging 50 points. 15 points, three rebounds, 2 assists. That's nothing to be boasting about though. Yeah, that's nothing to be boasting about. So, yeah. So Brooks, the corniest dude on the Grizzlies. Probably. How you got braids with your sides, your fade is the ball fade. You getting ball fades for. I'm talking messing. I don't even got no hair, so that's on me. As the Knicks go for the jump ball, Miami wins the jump ball. You got Jimmy Butler being guarded by Quentin Grimes. As Jimmy Butler honestly have not been killing. He only has 8 points, 4 for 12. It has been Bam Adebayo who's been killing my Knicks. That's a shot clock violation. Goes off. Knicks grab the rebound. As Julius is back in the game. Julius had a long rest. Let's see if he could come back and hot. As he's being guarded by Jimmy. Free throw extended. Well, not free throw extended. Sideline jump shot. They called a loose ball foul on Hartenstein. That's crazy. Mel, what's going on, sir? How is everything? Hope all is well with you, sir. I miss my brother. We definitely got to link up soon. Probably for All-Star. Might see if we could go to Leaks for All-Star weekend. I'll bring some pizzas and stuff over. We definitely got to get a moment. Get it cracking over there. As Miami gets it on the clock, Bam Adebayo knocks down a shot to bring the lead within 3. Come on, Knicks. This is the quarter to lock it down. Bam with 28, 10 to 15. As Mel say, congrats to Julius on getting 2-time All-Star. Which, forgive me though, I'm a Knicks fan, but I wanted Jalen Brunson to kind of get that. But it's definitely well deserved. His numbers have been impeccable. As RJ throw the elbow, good no call ref. As the ref couldn't see that play because he was on the opposite side. As RJ misses the free throw. Come on, RJ. Don't do us dirty like this. This is free throws. These are free baskets. Knock down these free baskets. As Knicks are up by 3. 3 minutes left on the clock. As RJ knocks down the second free throw. 91 to 95. As the timeout's been called by Miami. So, yep, another close game coming up for my Knicks. As Dylan Brooks and Donovan Mitchell got into it. No way Dylan Brooks didn't mean to hit Donovan Mitchell. So I guess they said he hit him in the sack. That's fine. But it's going good. What's your favorite food? Oh man, I am an Italian guy, my brother. I need Laurie over 4.5 points. Laurie don't got 4. Let's go to let's see where Laurie's at right now. Laurie got 3. I don't know. Crypto Flex. I don't know, Crypto Flex. I'm with you and you get your money. But for Larry to get a bucket, that might interfere with my Knicks getting a win. It's the only time I might come against you, Crypto Flex. But favorite food, Almighty, it's definitely Italian. 100% Italian. I go to mom and pop's Italian spots all the time in the city. spicy meatball. But it's all over though. I'm all over though. We open to all types of style. Recently, my sushi game has been crazy. A lot of my Asian coworkers have been rolling out. Oh, pasta is top notch, bro. There's a spot in the city where they make the pasta, then they bring this big well of cheese out, and they dip your noodles, they dip your noodles in the pasta. It warms up. Cheese that's probably old as me, 30 years aged cheese they bring out. Dip the pasta in, mix it up in there. It'd be fresh. Top notch. As Bam knocks down a crucial shot right now, as he's having a dope. But yeah, we from New York. Bacon, egg, and cheese is it. That's it. Oh, Mexican is top notch. It's funny. On Tuesday, my wife made she made the fish tacos on Tuesday. As Barrett gets to the rack, left hand layup. It is good. And it is 93-97 on my end. I know we are a little behind as Miami came back. Tyler Hero at the top. Get into the rack. Pass it over to Jimmy. Jimmy easy buckets. As on my end, guys, it is 95-97. 2 minutes left on the clock. You got RJ Barrett being guarded. Taking an ISO, shaking and bake. Dish it over to Grimes. Grimes for 3.
3-point goal.
Knicks are back up by 5. Let's go, Knicks. We are making a push right now. We are up by 5. Defense as Tyler Hero gets to the rack. It is 97-100. Knicks are up by 2 with a minute and 40 left to go. This is it. Knicks got me on my toes right now. As there's a high pick and roll quickly. And Barrett, they do that pick and roll kind of trash. So it's RJ by himself. RJ gets to the lane. Left-hand layup. And they called a goaltend with 2.4 seconds left on the clock. It is 97-102. Let's go, Knicks. We need this W. But see, this is on that layup, RJ should have went right. I mean, he should have used his right hand. Oh, deli food is popping too. So I stopped eating deli food. Only reason why, these prices are going up like crazy. My corner spot, my deli spot, they bacon, egg, and cheese, bro, on a roll right now is $4.50 on a roll. And me, I like to get it on a Hero pause. I shit like $9. With some bacon, egg, and cheese on a Hero with some mayo on it. Bro, they trying to charge you 50 cents for the mayo. Bro, you tripping. As look like they're challenging this play. Good call from Miami to challenge this play with literally a minute and 22 seconds left on the clock. They want to stop the Knicks momentum, but we are rolling. We are rolling right now. Let's see what's the call on the floor. So they say he didn't touch it. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so no, they said it's unsuccessful, right? So that's a basket by RJ Barrett. We'll take it. We would take it. Let's get this. We got to do this defense. RJ Barrett with 30 points. Got RJ Barrett being guarded by Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero steps back, jump shot, easy shot. Good money by Tyler Hero. It is 99-102 with a minute and 9 seconds left on my clock. As Knicks bring the ball up. So you got the ball in RJ's Barrett hands a lot right now as the ball is poked out of bounds. Why are they putting the ball in RJ Barrett's hand? I have no clue. You can still have the ball in Quickly's hand. You know, Quickly's your point guard. Let Quick get the let Quickly do Quickly things, right? It only makes sense. Oh, of course, we definitely know. Said I bacon, egg, and cheese on a hero for $7. That's crazy. Bro, let me tell you, I remember 2013 when I was still living in Bushwick before we moved. I used to always get a bacon, egg, and cheese on a hero. That was $3.75 then. Bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll was $2.50. And the Poppy used to make the best bacon, egg, and cheese. I don't know what's going on now. Definitely don't know what's going on now. But definitely the refs is going to do ref things. But at least they was on the Knicks side this time as the goaltended was called. But remember, on the last play, that goaltend wasn't called for us, which could have pretty much gave us that Laker game. That, I wish they would have called it for that one. That was much needed. That Laker game, that goaltended call where Jalen Brunson went up, they took that back. And I'm like, damn, man, they just took that momentum away from us. And the Arizona facts. Arizona was $1. I don't even know how much the Arizona is now. Please tell me Arizona's is still $1 though. If they went up by $1.50, whatever, I'm gonna be stressed. But Knicks have the ball, 99-102, 9 seconds left on the clock. They can't get the ball inbounded, stolen by Bam. Do not foul. Oh, okay, good foul. That's a good foul. As long as he don't make the basket, that's a good foul. See, look, what was that, RJ? What was that? You had the ball, and that's a good clean foul. That's a good clean foul, so they can't call it a flagrant or anything. That's a foul on the hand. We'll take that. Okay, cool. But Bam is efficient at the 9. This is for them to bring the game close to 1, which I believe Bam knocked down every shot. As we're at the free throw line, Bam knocks down their first one. See, this is why I say Bam is deserved to be an all-star over Jimmy Butler. Because just look at Bam numbers compared to Jimmy. Jimmy only got 10 points. Bam with 32 tonight. As Julius Randle kind of dried up. He only 7 for 18. Only 21 points as Bam knocks down both shots. As RJ is still bringing the ball up. Why are you giving the ball in RJ's hand when you have Quickly? I'm sorry, guys. Give the ball to Quickly. As RJ at the top of the key being trapped. RJ's double team. Dish it over to Grimes. Grimes back over to RJ. RJ spin off. Give it to Grimes. Grimes to Hartenstein. Great movement. Hartenstein in a dunker spot. Knicks are back up. 101 to 104. We're up by 3. 28 seconds left on the clock. Tyler Hero will pose up. That's a bad shot. In and out. Rebound by Julius Randle. Julius Randle double team. Give the ball up. Somebody's open. Barrett throws the ball away. 16 seconds left on the clock. Throw it out. Stolen by Hartenstein. Hartenstein got the ball. Are they going to hold it? Julius goes to the rack. 5 seconds left on the clock. He should have held it out. But the Knicks go up 101 to 106. That was a crazy sloppy play just now, guys. Wow. That was a heart-wrenching, crazy, back and forth play. But that's crazy. 5 seconds left on the clock. That's crazy. As the first play was RJ got in the ball. He got trapped. Passed it to Grimes. Grimes dunked it to Hartenstein on a perfect dunker cut. Tyler Hero in and out on a 3. Rebound by Julius Randle. Julius Randle get trapped. RJ gets trapped. Almost stole the ball away, and it did. Then Tyler Hero goes to the rack. Almost stole the ball away. Struts throws it out. Hartenstein in a perfect position to catch the ball. Julius Randle goes up. It's not over yet. It's not over. My Knicks be tripping sometimes. Don't forget that Dallas game against Luka. No lead is safe. No lead is safe. But it is 5 seconds left. 101 to 106. Let's see what transpires. But like Clyde said, there's always drama at the Garden. We don't know what's going to transpire as it's about to start. I can't look up at my screen because it's a little further than my tablet. I'm watching it on MSG Go as Miami inbounds the ball. They go to their set, give it up to Stretch. He comes off for the three and knocks down a three. Look at that. 104 to 106. Come off the curl. Max Strutz, who's been killing us from three all night. This is his 5th three-pointer made. He is 5 for 8. He has 17 points. Came off the screen. Now, do you see that inbound play? Shouldn't that be something Tibbs will run when he ran a play against the Lakers? You see how many seconds came off the clock before they knocked down that three? It's just coaching, guys. That's showing you the difference between a championship coach in which Eric Spoelstra is a championship coach. That's the difference. Is your play calling. Now let's see what Tibbs draw up. Let's see what Tibbs draw up. This will, Joska, this will determine how good my Knicks can be. You know, this is going to be crazy. This is going to be crazy. All right, let's see what goes on. As the lineup is Barrett, Randall, Fournier, Quickly, and Grimes. We have no center on the court right now. Julius Randle is the center, I'm assuming. RJ Barrett is the power forward. Quickly's the point. Grimes the 2. Fournier is the 3. So that's the lineup Tibbs is going now with. Oh, so Tibbs is actually running the play. Look at these guys lined up out of bounds, but this looks so simplistic to me because everybody's lined up together. Let's see what happens. I told you that this happens. Let's go. So Knicks, all they do is just spread out. Julius Randle tries to get it, catches it. Julius Randle slips, but they call a foul. Okay, they called a nice little foul. But can he challenge it? Can he challenge it? Let's see what the call is played. Look at that. That was, guys, that was a horrible out-of-bounds play. That was a horrible out-of-bounds play. Everybody lined up together. One player went this way. Another player went this way. One player went out, and Julius Randle went straight to the ball. That's basic. Bro, that's basic. But I get it. He had the opportunity to throw the ball over him where Bam Adebayo had the space to catch the ball. So I don't know what Julius Randle doing. Stop giving the ball to Julius Randle. Julius Randle's not your best free throw shooter on the court right now. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. So Julius get the ball. Oh, he just falls. Miami got the ball after that. Don't tell me they're going to give the ball to Miami. So it's going to be a successful challenge because he didn't foul Julius Randle. Julius Randle slipped on his own accord. So we understand that there's going to be that. So since there's a successful, Miami had possession of the ball after the play. So Miami might get the ball. This is crazy. This is crazy. So this is the situation with Knicks. It's never a dull moment with the Knicks, guys. It's never a dull moment with the Knicks. This is why everybody be having heart attacks. That's why being a Knicks fan, you gotta have a healthy heart. You know, I believe all depressed people are Knicks fans. That's why they go through their situations, cause it's crazy. They gotta be Knicks, Giants, and Mets fans all in one. You know, that's where all my stress come from. As it's 2.1 seconds left on the clock. And it's Toronto. It's wow. It's Miami's ball. And we just saw Miami draw up a solid play. We just saw them draw up a solid play to get a bucket off the three. Very easy. So let's see what the lineup that Tibbs go right now. We see that Hartenstein comes in right now. He wants to put in a big. I don't know if I want to do that. All right. This is for the marbles right now. This is for the marbles. As I'm looking down right now, I don't want to look up because I know they probably already gave the results of the game, but I want to look at the stats at the bottom. So the inbound played over to Tyler Hero for 3. It's no good off the side of the basket. Knicks prevailed tonight. Let's go Knicks, as the bucket is no good. Kudos to the Knicks on getting this victory tonight. This victory was a much needed win because we are 1 game back of Miami, and this is the first game we played against Miami. We got 3 more games, guys. 3 more games against the Heat that will determine the seeding of the playoffs. This is very crucial. And all of those games come in March. March 3rd, March 22nd, and March 29th. Big task at hand. Thank goodness. We was all at the edge of our seats like, what is going on? Joska, let's go. We finally pulled it off. Remember, you was talking early, like good win. And we were up by 6, brought it back down. We were down by 2. That's how quickly, you know, the Knicks can give us a heart attack. But Knicks prevailed tonight. Man. Talk about a much needed game. Look at that. Miami scored 32 points in that fourth quarter. That's a must. That's a no-go for us, guys. That is a no-go. They almost won this game. Bam putting up 32 points, going 11 for 16. Damn near perfect from the free throw with 10 for 11. RJ Barrett with 30 points, 12 for 23, 4 for 6. I got to figure out what happened with Jalen Brunson. I know they said Jalen Brunson was out with a non-COVID illness. So we got to figure out what occurred. What was this non-COVID illness? But that's crazy. Hold on. Let's see. Let's get rid of the scoreboard. And let me see. Do I have the text chat? All right, that's still there. So let's go. Knicks definitely almost blew it. But that's in Knicks fashion, though. That's in Knicks fashion. That's what the Knicks definitely. That's definitely a Knicks fashion. Heat took the L, which is very, very good that the Heat took this L. Because we move within a game in the standings. I want to see if NBA is quickly. But it's so weird. We can play good, defeat the Heat. Well, then again, the Lakers, I think, had more players than the Heat, to keep it honestly. Heat played better team defense. LA, you just had Braun, and you had a couple players go off. Braun went off on us. Who else went off? He had he had that steak dinner. He had that steak dinner with what's his name? That's funny. He had that steak dinner. Let's see if the NBA downs us. They always do. They always do. We are getting OG. Trust me. We are getting OG. Let me pull up something real quick to so I can make you see that the OG trading is going to happen. Look at that. Look at that. Let me pull it up over here. Can I pull it up over here? That's your OG right there. Let me move this scorecard right there. That's OG in the Knicks uniform. Just give it time. Give it time. This is what if Hero made that game winning 3. If he did it, that would have been a Wilder Knicks fans not happy for Randall. He's an all-star. Oh nah, man. I'm so you know what's the situation? Everybody was worrying about Brunson. That's I think the situation is. They like, yo, because that was my thing. When I heard Julius Randle, I'm like, yes, that's good. Yes, I'm happy. That last one, I thought they were going to go with Jalen Brunson as well, but it was Tyrese Halliburton. So once they got to that last one, I said, damn, Julius Randle over Brunson? I'm like, I would have at least wanted Brunson because I felt like Brunson was the leader. He was the one getting us going. But Julius Randle numbers is better. His numbers is solid. So I'm all for Jules. I am all for Jules. I'm going to show you while I'm all for Jules. So Julius Randle, right, is in 4th in points scored in the league. He's a fake wannabe all-star. Big task at hand. I believe if that did not occur, we wouldn't even be talking about Halliburton being an all-star. If that situation didn't occur and they shed it light on that, you don't think that the league was like, yeah, nah, we're gonna have to do it now just to shit on the Knicks? I think so. That's what I stated earlier. I'm like, ain't no way. But I believe that occurred strictly because of that situation. Halliburton is nice, right? He is nice. He's averaging 20 and 10. He's been hurt lately, right? He's been hurt lately. Let me move that. But Pacers are 24 and 29. They in the 11th place in the East. How you an all-star? Right? Toronto's in 12. Literally a couple games behind them. You don't see Fred VanVleet in there. You don't see, Fred VanVleet is not averaging 20 and 10. Siakam should be there if that's the case. Look, Chicago, they even got, what's the name for Chicago? So the New York hate is so real. Yeah. It truly is. I don't think they was going to originally get 2 guys in there. And the reason why I say that is because look at Miami. Miami is in the 6th spot. They're playing good. They're 29 and 23. Jimmy Butler and Bam were potential to make it. Jimmy Butler didn't. So if the Knicks was in that spot, they would have had both. So that's why I'm like, it's kind of fair. But Jalen Brunson deserved to be in it, but he got snubbed. But Julius Randle, 100%. There's no doubting. No doubting. Yeah. It's no doubt about that. But let me see. I want to see if so they didn't update it as of yet. So the Knicks are 28 and 25. We are 1 game back on the Miami Heat. We will be 2 games over the Atlanta Hawks. I want to stay as far from Atlanta as possible. I don't want Atlanta to get it going. I don't need Atlanta to get it going because they will pretty much have my Knicks behind in these standings. And because we got a tough week. We played Philly twice. As I can pull this up here, really can't see it, but we got Philly twice coming up. Hold up 1 second. We got Philly twice. Let me throw up a video here. Okay. Actually, no. This is one thing I do want to bring up too. Let me pull this up real quick. Right? They said that Jalen Brunson, right, for the Eastern Conference guard, was voted the eighth best guard. The eighth best guard. I believe that. Hell no, I don't want to see Miami. Excuse me. I for sure don't want to see Atlanta in the first round. I don't. I do not. Definitely run it back. We could beat them, but to deal with nah, I can't do it. I can't do it. To deal with Trae Young for a series like that, nah. I wouldn't want to go that route. That's just me personally. I wouldn't want to go that route. I'll stay far away from him because he's a superstar. So he has the ability to take over games, legit take over a game. His 3-point shooting and his handling and his ability to attack and dish the ball. I'm staying away from him. Yo, sure. Remember I said Knicks beating the Heat the other day. You did. I want to see the Cavs. The Cavs, we can roll with the Cavs. If it's a 4-game series, and the series right now, we played them 3 times. The Knicks have won 2, Cavs have won 1. But that first game was without their point guard, so we'll see. But let me Delusional Mom, what's going on? What's going on, Ma? Appreciate you stopping by. Let me unplug from the Matrix real quick. As the game is done, Knicks prevail tonight to beat the Miami Heat 106-104 to bring our record. Let's see. Barrett had a good game though. Barrett 56%. Even though he didn't knock down his threes, that's solid. Just give me OG on his team. I believe that's good. So then we get rid of OB and some draft picks. And we could go ahead and get OG, bring OG at the small forward spot, put Grimes to the bench. So that'll be a solid unit with Grimes and Quickly off the bench. What about bringing Melo back? Finesse. Are we bringing Melo back? I'm bringing Melo back. And then I'm a buy my Melo jersey once we bring Melo back if you do that trade with OG. Man, OG don't look bad though in that Knicks jersey. Oh, let's kind of look at that for a minute. OG don't look bad in that Knicks jersey. You saying nah the Melo off the bench, 3-point shooting, post up play. I mean, he probably can't play defense like that, but no, the Melo for him to retire at least for a half a season. Come on, Finesse, you can't do that to Melo. You can't do that to Melo. I don't think you should. You know, what about let me see. I might have to switch it up. Let's see if I could bring this up. This Cam Reddish trade situation. Let me see. It says, trade OG for RJ. I'm saving the RJ trade for Zach LaVine. That's what I'm trading the RJ trade for Zach LaVine. That's what I'll do it for. Once we get Zach LaVine, I'll try to trade the RJ for that one. That'll be my go-to play. Let me see where I have my videos at recorded. I throw the Cavs game up. That was a solid game. Yeah, I like Melo, but I'm good. How long you gonna be on for? I'm actually probably another 10 minutes because it is 10:15. I'm gonna just talk about my next upcoming games, and I'm gonna be off. But I thank you for rocking. If you gotta go, I appreciate it. It's always a salute. Good stream, bro. I'm gonna head out. Appreciate you, Joska. It's always a pleasure. Like and subscribe, guys, and follow. Appreciate you guys. I want to roll on these stats real quick, and then I'm gonna probably keep it rolling. But RJ, big game, 30 points, 5 turnovers, crazy, 8 rebounds. Julius with a double with 23 and 10, 6 assists. So he's rolling. I definitely got to work tomorrow, 100%, 100%. Let's see who we rolling with. That was the Grayson. Yeah, so the Cam Reddish. So that's been a big talk around this Cam Reddish for Grayson Allen. And that talk has been strong. It's been strong. I'm hearing Randall is getting traded for Brooke. Brooke who? For Brooke who? Are we talking Book? If we talking Book, I'm down for it. If we talking Devin Booker, then of course, give me Devin Booker. But I'm being realistic. That never happened. Devin Booker's never leaving the Suns. So Grimes 17. So Grimes finally came alive, 6 for 9. He's knocking down threes, 3 for 5. This is what Grimes should do every night. Like what they said in Bad Boy. This is how you shoot. That's how you shoot. 17 points. And the bench came through tonight. Yes. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely... I don't know about fair. Randall had never took his team to the finals. Says, I actually know. Ben is solid. Ben is solid down in Indiana. I don't think Indy's letting him go, though, because he's killing on a rookie deal. Deuce for Seth. Oh, Lord. I don't. If Golden State, right, yeah, I was like, who Brooke? But if it had to have been Devin Booker though. I definitely figured that. But Deuce for Steph, that would never occur. Golden State, the GM, you would have to drug the GM and possess him to do that and to sign off that quickly before he remembers, because that's not going to happen at all. But real quickly, look at the bench production tonight. The minutes distribution was solid. Oh, if he did, that's championship bound. That's championship bound. Who am I trading now? That's different now because Brunson got to go. Well, you think Brunson gonna make $100 million coming off the bench? He gotta go. If you bring over Steph, he gotta go. Bring me somebody else, and then we could probably make some solids. I love Randall and all, but Booker is that dude, 100%, 100%. He is that dude. But bench production was solid tonight. You had 8 and 10 from Hartenstein with 28 minutes. Evan Fournier with 18 will take his 5, but his 4 assists. So the ball movement with those players. Opie Toppin at 13 minutes, he was 50%, 3 for 6, 7 easy buckets. Then you have, let me see, 8 points by McBride, 3 for 3. So McBride was perfect for tonight. Great way to be perfect. See, Booker versus Randall 1-on-1, I'm taking Randall. Well, that's different. That's not team ball. It depends on who get the ball first. So if it's make one and then you got to get the ball up, then that'll be a solid game because Booker jump shot is real. Oh yeah, these are all delusional takes. All delusional takes. But Booker 1 for 1, I would probably have to give that to Randall just because him being 6'8" and him wanting to back down and he could put the ball on the floor and he could hit perimeter jump shot. But Booker gonna make it a solid game though. It's not like it's gonna be run over. Definitely not gonna be run over. Definitely won't be an easy basket game at that. Let's see. What am I looking for? My webpage. Let me unlock that because I want to go to this. Let's see if I bring it down a little bit. We bring it over. I want to talk about this game. So we have the Clippers coming up on Saturday. Then we have the Suns then we have the Sixers. So we have a back-to-back Saturday and Sunday. And I'm going live for both games back to back. So it's going to be a solid game. Let me get rid of that filter because that's probably popping up. It's going to be a solid game this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Clippers in town. The crazy thing about it, will Kawhi play? That will determine anything. We hope not. It says I could see the game ending in Randall swinging. Possibility. Randall do get aggressive. Who is the star we get besides Booker? I want Brown. Tatum. Jaylen Brown. I don't know about Jaylen Brown. He can definitely dominate on his own. Not to say that he can't. I believe he can dominate on his own. That's not bad though. That's not Ingram. I'll take Ingram any given Sunday. His ability to score 6'8", 6'9", length, play defense, can score on all three levels. That's solid. But Jaylen Brown, I like Jaylen Brown. I can see Jaylen Brown coming to. But for what the Knicks need, I don't even think we need a crazy superstar at this moment, because if you bring another superstar here, the ball movement, there's no ball movement for anybody to really thrive. Julius Randle stops the ball. Jalen Brunson, when he has the ball, he has a lot of attempts, so he dominates the ball as well. And then you have RJ putting up all that. So obviously somebody's gone. Let's say it's RJ gone. Once RJ's gone, then what you do? Like I said, come on, Ma. Come on, Ma. Yes, of course. Love you. Appreciate you, Ma. Thank you for stopping by. So I will go and get a 6'8" wing D3 player that can hold us down now to help us out. Because Jalen Brunson, I believe in Jalen Brunson. While Julius Randle's here, let's go with that option. Matter of fact, I'm gonna set up a stream about who I want on the team and what, and I'm gonna create a list, and I'm gonna create everything so I can have a graphic for it of who I really want, who I want to bring in, what the organization needs, and what my Knicks championship lineup would look like. And Jalen Brunson would be on that. OG and a 3. OG is a 3 and D, but the injury prone with OG for me is crazy. I saw a stat with OG where it stated that this man, the last 3 years, has only played, like, what year are we in? We're in 22, 23. So 21, 22, he missed 40 games. The year before that, he missed 40 games. I'm like, that's way too much. That's way too much. And if we know Tibbs, Tibbs is going to run these players down. So if he's not durable, you know what that say? Bring us another superstar. I hear you, Evolved. I hear you. What superstar, though? If it's not... All right, these are the superstars. If it's not... sounds like Mitchell Robinson. If it's not SGA, I like SGA. For RJ, go give me SGA. Or go get me Zach LaVine. I think Zach LaVine is an all-star, not a superstar, but go give me Zach LaVine as an all-star. Or go get me, who's this? Just go get, matter of fact, this is the perfect scenario. I'm gonna end it on this one. This is the perfect scenario. Donovan Mitchell is going to be a free agent, and I believe 2 more years, right? You develop the team that you got now. You got Brunson. You let Brunson run out. You said, I want a star that is from New York. I just stated, we go get you Donovan Mitchell. We go get Donovan Mitchell in free agency. Well, yeah, Zach LaVine will be perfect for this team, but you would have to get rid of RJ. for me. You have to get rid of RJ. Daily. Talk to him. Talk to him, Mothman. Talk to him. Zach LaVine will be perfect for his ability to shoot threes. Right? He's athletic, gets to the rack, can shoot from all levels. Right? You go get him and you go get OG. The only problem is you got to move quickly. You got to move RJ Barrett and you got to move Obi Toppin. You move those guys and Derrick Rose. That'll get you Zach LaVine and OG. And get rid of all those draft picks. You bring those guys over here. OG with Zach. Says then get Booker and change the birthplace on his birth certificate. I know that contract ain't it. That man gonna be making 45 to 50 million a year type stuff. I get it, but don't forget the salary cap goes up almost every year. You know, it goes up every year. I trust me, I know what you're saying. That contract is heavy, and it's like 4 more years of like it constantly going up to the point where he's going to be making over 50 million a year. With somebody on the Knicks team making over 50 million a year, they better not be injury prone and scoring more than 24. But Zach LaVine, I believe one of the years he was averaging like 26 points per game. He can do that, bro. He scores with 3 effortlessly. It's easy. All right. Let me try to wrap this up real quick. As we got the Clippers Sunday, we got the Sixers on Sunday, followed by the Magic and then the Sixers again. That's going to be a tough week, but I believe my Knicks will prevail and knock it out. Let's look at the standings to see if the standings changed yet, and it did not change, which is totally fine. Knicks won 28. We are 1 game back behind that. So we'll see. Can you imagine LaVine, Brunson, Randall, RJ? Sheesh. 100%. 100%. But to my knowledge, we would have to get rid of RJ to get LaVine to make the money match. You got to make the money match. Let's see. PG-13. Oh, you think PG leaving LA? He's home. He's definitely not leaving LA. He's definitely not leaving LA. That's crazy. But we'll see. Guys, ladies, gents, Knicks fans, thank you for rocking with me. It is about to be 10:30, so I need to get myself situated. Appreciate you guys rocking and rolling with me. I just need to check the standings one time to see if it gets through. No, it did not. But anywho, we got a long games ahead of us. Hopefully we would prevail. Nick Nation, thank you for rocking with me. And we are out.
Did Brandon do that?
You gon' do it if I say so. I'ma do it for the pesos. I fell in love with the bass load. I fell in love with the bass load. I see the ops staying plain clothes. I see the ops y'all in plain clothes. I fell in love with a waist load. I fell in love with a waist load. Fell in love with going up, it's coming down. It's for clowns, so whenever I show up, it's going down like we drown. Competition try to shake me cause I'm down with the hounds. Competition wanna pay me cause I'm down with the pounds and the ounces. Say I'm too pop, they swearing I get around. They say I'm too big, notorious on the sound. But bitch, I'm Brad Pitt and glorious on the mound. And that's why you do it if I say so. And that's why I do it for the pesos. A nigga fell in love with the bass load. A nigga fell in love with the bass load. I see the fucking ops staying plain clothes. I see the fucking ops y'all in plain